Alrighty. Last time we left off with Wondrous Company in the Due Westerly campaign. Going west and due. Having recovered the librarian in Norway and taken a nice little trek back down to Oslo, some discussions and learning of who people are and what, at least the tip of the iceberg of what's going on and potential, future paths to look into and things to investigate in due time.
Apple's murdered like 12 guys.
Yeah.
It was wild.
The backstory of Apples has been coming out little by little. However, the party concocting a plan to avoid the, dare I say, inquisitors, the investigators for the church who are searching for the now no longer nun apples.
I'm giving it to them if they weren't assholes.
They managed to get away by splitting the party. Half decided to force of diplomacy, thanks to a very skillful chaos ploy by Hachu. Made their way to the plane and
That's a way to put it.
hopped on and slipped on out on a nice long flight across the Atlantic heading back to DC, where they're going to touch down and head to OSS headquarters to pick up the other half of the party, who opted to dip out immediately with both the HVT and the goblin in question. Last we left off, the first half of, well, should say the second half of the party are going to be taking a little bit of a flight, and we'll be getting to that here shortly. However, we will resume with a little bit of a casual fast forward. I believe it was Peter Apples, Hachu, and Messeron, who had taken, what spell was it, Peter? Oh, not Holy Ground.
Word of Recall.
Word of Recall. Back to, I had forgotten, the church at OSS headquarters in DC. So with a little bit of a nice casual fast forward, we wind up with those four hanging out in one of the many offices, likely the same briefing office that they were at before at OSS headquarters. And what I'll do is see if I can, boop, there we go. All of you guys hanging out with Hachi and Pete.
Why would we be here? Shouldn't we be going to,
Well, this is where the church was that you assigned yourself to. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
It was in DC, but it wasn't at OSS headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean...
Would we not have gone to the headquarters? I thought we established that we were.
I don't see why we would have when we were just going to go meet everyone up in fucking Alabama. Right. The most we would do is drop by, say hi, and then bye.
I was under the impression everybody was meeting back up in DC and then flying down south.
We're all meeting up, at the estate. Okay.
Yeah, I figured that we would either meet them in Alabama or meet them at the airport and then go to Alabama.
That
yeah,
tracks.
They were going to be flying direct, so.
That is a good point.
Yeah, in the time it'll take them to fly across the Atlantic, we can take a train from DC to Montgomery.
You know, you make a good point. Yeah, that is a good point. Alright, a little bit more of a scene transition then. You guys stating, oh yeah. Yeah, you guys stating, oh yeah, we're going to DC because that's where the church was. Little bit more of a fast forward, good at least half to 3/4 of a day or so. Nice pleasant train ride with the four of them.
We're rerouting to Alabama.
Yeah, landing on that little island chain right dead center of the Atlantic to refuel before bounding over and rerouting, making your way down into Confederate airspace. We'll have the three of you guys catch up eventually as yeah, this would be a nice little transition forward. Take a nice little train ride down south of Montgomery, catch a nice little pleasant ride over to Birmingham, and let's see if we can get over here to where, oh where?
Torrance twitchy for the first half of the flight because he ramped himself up into running a bunch of dudes over with the truck.
Honestly, yeah. Anything that the U.S. ground team currently would like to do on the way, or any stops that would like to be made, any contacts that would like to be met up with, or is it simply standing by at the airfield waiting for the Albatross to come in?
I think it's really just hanging out, standing by, because, like, I mean, I don't.
Alright. Aerial team, anything in particular you three are looking at doing, or possibly peering over, or any discussions to be had during the flight? Just enjoying the plane's bar.
Yep, Alex is going to be enjoying whiskey.
Sure, it's whiskey and not holy water.
It's clean.
Yeah, I don't know how
Nikos
you
and
can get
Alex are
that
just-
mixed up.
It's white whiskey.
They both burn to you.
All right, please tell me we're all shit faced when you get off the plane.
You know what? The three of you give me a con save.
I was joking. Shit.
Nico, so you can do it with advantage.
Let's go.
College years aren't paying off that much, old man. Oh no.
Well,
Oh.
Oh, they're all gonna be fucking hammered.
Oh. Standing at
That is
the...
a long flight.
It is.
Oh,
Alexander, you know, I'm almost upset with you, because that was a good note. And I wanted to run those guys over. And now that I think about it more, is that bad?
Just know
think about how much trouble that would have been, though. I would have had to have a fight in the airport. With all the fuel around.
How much trouble it would
the
have been if
plane
I
would have
hadn't
gotten
run 'em
shot
over.
up.
Well, I mean, they didn't have. They would have got cut up with swords because they didn't have guns.
Yeah, but who
And
knows
the
what kind of
police would get
magic they were
involved.
packing.
I don't know if you necessarily remember in character, but they did actually have guns.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then the police would have been involved, and I'm already on my second strike. You know, I don't know.
What was the first one?
Something involving
The
school bus.
first!
Oh,
You
yeah.
two morons decided to steal, remember?
They were just borrowing it until it burned down.
Borrowing without asking is stealing.
A true Viking funeral for such a majestic vehicle.
A moment of silence, please.
Alex takes off his hat and bows his head.
Sentimental moment and all, lads. Recommend you take a seat. We're approaching Harper Airfield now.
I'll show you there.
I don't remember.
Oh, that was
Wait a
fast.
second.
You've been
That was
drinking
way
for
far.
6 hours.
We fought a dragon of like the apocalypse.
Third dragon. Don't give me any shit.
Is this going to be validated with my sky miles, or how does this work?
You'll earn a nice bag of peanuts. Now get yourselves a seat.
Why, you plan on landing poorly?
I bet you that I can stand up straight while he lands.
I
Watch me
would-
do it.
I would like a deck
Yeah.
save for any of you that are choosing to not sit down yet.
Now sit down.
I do not steal a drop. Let's go.
So, the purposeful flap deployment causing a about 20-foot drop as it slowly, like, starting to make its way there, doesn't affect you guys at all. Your arms raise up about half a foot, and you just, oh, okay. Like, the attempt to make it lurch completely unaffected you two. Nikos, you see these two looking like they're fucking just balanced.
See, I
Too
knew
drunk
you were a
for it.
good pilot.
They were too drunk to anticipate it.
Don't you hate it when you're supposed to sober before you land, but you forget?
But you forget to
lose
sober.
track of time?
Yeah.
The four of us standing down on the ground. We watch the plane come in nice and gentle, touches down in the hard pack, starts rolling across, comes to a nice gentle stop. You get the kind of double putter of the engines as it peels to the side, comes to a nice gradual park. Engines slowly turn, come to a stop. Door cracks open, co-pilot drops the little staircase down. Starts walking down, stretching his arms, walking over towards the four of you. Well, hello. Apologies for the time it took to get here.
Alex is
How
going
was
to
your
look out
flight?
the door, immediately see the humidity and everything, and be like,
Oh, great. We're in Mosquito City again, aren't we?
Yeah.
They helped themselves to the bar for quite a while, so you may need to watch them further.
I'm gonna go stand by the base of the stairs, waiting for them to get off.
Alex isn't even going to try. He's just going to tumble down the stairs.
I'm gonna
gonna
grab
roll
you partway down.
Ah,
I'm gonna,
good, he made it.
I'm gonna
Can I
grab
roll?
you partway down. I'm gonna make the sign of the cross over you and cast this.
Walking out with an empty wine bottle in hand.
Repeating the
Obsidian
process
immediately
for all
bursts into
three of you.
flames.
It's like, oh,
No,
Oh,
I can cast protection for poison on you.
I didn't think the flight was gonna be that long for him.
No, I'm rolling performance to do a perfect walk down the ramp.
Roll performance.
Watch him freaking be baller AF.
Oh,
yeah.
Peter,
He,
you
like,
raise your
climbs
hand
up
up.
Adjusts his collar, takes one step, and then just poof.
He raises his hand up to cast protection from poison. Alexander, you find yourself starting to sober. Nikos, you're already handling it, but now you just feel the cool air hit you, and it's like, Torn dodges the sobering spell as he pulls a reverse Biden down the last 8 steps.
I'm gonna kneel down next to him.
No. I'm enjoying this.
You may be enjoying this, but we have to meet Miss Harper, and you do not want to be sloshed for that.
Beat my
I'll
AC
cast it
then.
on him then.
I think she might get quite an amusement out of that.
By AC.
I think
I don't know
she'll,
if Miss Harper even likes me. Every time that she throws a party, I tend to need to tend to things.
No, what's the DC for that spell, Peter?
It isn't.
14.
Or I guess it's a 14?
If you want to try to avoid it, yeah.
Which one? 14 what?
Con save.
No, I think it's... I don't know, actually, I don't think it is a save, because it's just a fucking...
There's
healing
no
spell.
save to it, but if Torn's trying to, like, dodge its effects, we'll say it's a con save. Has to be to 14.
Disadvantage, because you're lying on the ground while I'm doing this.
Alright.
Fine. Ah.
Straight out of Boondocks.
Despite-
Over him.
Despite your best
No, no,
efforts
no, no.
crawling on your back, his hand touches you in the chest and you just feel the sobriety overtake you.
Peter, ever so slowly walking towards you, making the sign of the cross.
No, you don't. You take that away from me. No.
Somebody grab a camera. This is really funny.
I think you just wasted like
Yeah,
$30 of liquor.
You know, Merson over there holding a camera.
You know we don't pay for the liquor bar.
Yeah, so someone did.
Yeah, someone did indeed.
Kids
I'd
in-
rather
bad
not end
track
up like
record.
Leroy, if you don't mind.
Kids in China could have used that liquor.
We all know they would have abused it.
If the Japanese are anything to go by, yes, that is true.
Despite all the, drinking and merrymaking, glad your trip was fun. So, what are we're here to talk to Miss Harper, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Job's not done till he talks to her. I'm gonna gesture at Merceron.
Yes. With her and I are going to have an interesting conversation.
For all bosses considered, she is pretty nice.
Certainly not the worst.
Well, she kind of strong-armed us into going and finding you, so...
She tends to do that, but she pays really nicely, so... I guess we'll start walking our way then. And Apples will turn on a heel and start walking forward. She seems a little strange, but she's just gonna start walking straight across the dirt tarmac in the direction of the manor off in the distance.
Torn's bringing his guns. He's tired of being caught without his guns.
Pilot and co-pilot are standing there lighting up cigarettes as they look over at you.
He's just putting his kit on.
We're in friendly territory. Why are you doing that?
I have found much territory to be unfriendly as of late when it was previously thought to be safe or friendly.
Watch Harper has a problem with it.
He just takes a puff, gives a shrug. Okay. We'll be here as usual once you have your party and powwow. Actually, as a matter of fact, how long do you think we might be here?
It depends on how the conversation goes.
What time
an
is it
hour,
now?
2, a day.
I think it's about 5, 6 in the evening.
She'll probably insist we stay the night.
Requesting a formal 48-hour leave, if possible, sir.
We'll let you know whether or not we're going to be staying 48 hours.
We'll know quick. We'll send word.
Sounds like a plan. Requesting a 48. If not, or half that, just let us know. We'll put the plane in hard storage and we'll be here.
I mean, you can... yeah, that works.
Give me a perception check, Torn.
12.
You see the pilot and co-pilot give a little bit of a anticipated kind of smile at the idea of like, oh, hey, we might get like a full day off. Because you can see sticking out of the left breast pocket what looks like the upper quarter of one of the horse, co-owned Levencroft, Birmingham horse track tickets in it.
I see.
My horse track was in Lafayette, not Birmingham.
Which one? The one in Birmingham or the one outside Lafayette?
No, the one that he owns partly. That's in Lafayette,
Yeah.
isn't it?
There's 2 of them. One's more so a like breeder stables, whereas the other one's like the proper track in Lafayette. The one here in Birmingham is more so the breeding stables and like small track. But the one that you went to the race at, that was in Lafayette, yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least at the minimum get you 24 hours.
Sounds like a plan then.
Regardless.
The 2 of them will give a nod, climb back aboard the plane, start doing some of the checkovers and moving some of the stuff, getting all set up. See Apple's making her way down one of the paths, the estate off in the distance.
Well, guess we should be going then.
Come along now. Good conversations to have.
You certainly sound excited to have a conversation with your boss.
Indeed. Very excited. You see him kind of working one hand, kind of not necessarily twitching towards any of the holsters, but he's clearly irritated.
Well, you first.
I believe Miss Apples has gone first, but if needs must.
You second.
Do you think Rach is still here? Do you think he's recovered from ghost stone poisoning?
That's a great question, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, well, now.
Over his shoulder as they walk and everything.
Oh,
Ghost
that's
stone poisoning, you say?
I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah, as a Fey origin creature, he's seemingly far more receptive to it than us.
Interesting.
As I'm sure you noticed, I can pick it up.
Yes, how is your claw, by the way?
Still tingles.
Rather surprised it didn't burn all of them off. You'll count yourself lucky for how much it did.
Well, it kind of did, but healing magic is a wonderful thing.
That it is.
Besides, they grow back.
Yes, but it takes time to do that, to get them the right shape, the right sharpness, where they should be, rather than letting them grow free like some other people.
He's got Torn self-consciously examining his claws now.
No, they've always just worn down at the right rate for me. I just never really paid much attention to it.
And that was a lie.
As you guys make your way down along the winding path, it's about a 20-minute walk or so before you've taken like the little shuttle truck or something like that. But
It was a good lie.
it's a good lie. You guys make your way on over as you come upon the main road that leads to the front. You got the nice kind of marble gateway with the gates opened up. No gate guard or anything of the sort. Apples is already towards the end of the tree-covered lane that runs up to the front of the estate. It's a nice, casual, brisk walk. You do happen to see what looks like a few more benches than normal splayed about here and there in little circles. You see a couple kind of like gazebos set up, no non-walled gazebos set for like shade and whatnot, with a couple bench tables and whatnot underneath it. That looks like maybe there was another event or possibly a party of sorts while you guys were out and about. And you'll approach the front of the estate. Apples will have already been knocking at the door a couple times, barely reaching up to the giant kind of gilded lion's head knocker and slamming it twice, looking back to all of you.
Torrin's gonna smirk at Nikos but say nothing.
I'm gonna turn to
Alex is
Nikos
gonna
and say,
fix
not as
himself
nice as
up.
your mother's.
Peter!
Huh?
You're a priest. What's wrong with you?
Nikos' mom has really nice knockers on her door.
Very high quality. The craftsmanship is amazing.
Great to hold, supple grasp, firm, not too hard to
I'm gonna
move.
get a fight because of this.
Better than some of the ones I saw at the Tsar's palaces.
High impact, good
Yes.
sound.
Yes, indeed.
Really echoes throughout the. It's not really a house; it's more of a villa.
There's the faintest head tilt, a look down at herself, look back at you all with a raised brow. Eyebrow wiggle. You're still listed as rich, oh no.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, just a raised brow, like,
I don't know. Nikos, what do you think about your mom's knockers?
I'm ignoring all of you.
That's fair. That's fair.
He knows they're good.
I know he's used them.
Actually, that might not be true. You remember when we showed up, and
My name
the
isn't
first-
Oedipus.
Remember the first time when we showed up and all of the servants came to greet him, so he never had to touch them himself.
Well,
Oh,
That is a good
yes. I'd
point.
imagine someone opens the doors for him all the time.
who's the nearest to Apples
Yeah.
halfway up the stairs?
Probably me, Merceron.
Give me a dex save, mess around.
It's gonna roll as Rich again. but
Macaron,
it's
what?
the correct stats.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have both character sheets on there.
Yeah, it's the correct stats.
Ah, okay.
It's just listed as. that for
Oh,
whatever
in
reason.
the bottom where it says "as," you should be able to change that.
I
Yeah.
did. I'll try it again in a moment.
Yeah, that works. You hear a little bit of a lurch and a tiny little squeam as Apples tries to skip 4 steps away from the door, and you put a hand out and catch her by the small of her back as she turns around. The upper torso and head of Miss Harper peeking through the door with a slight spectral haze. Oh, hello.
Mrs. Harper.
Ah, you brought me my librarian back. I do thank you.
We did indeed.
Please come in, come in. And you'll see her lean back through the door, hear a couple clanks, door will open up. She'll be standing there, kind of tugging down the front of her vest, looking nice and pleasant.
Alex is gonna bow. He's gonna take off his hat and properly bow.
Oh, no, Mr. Alexander, you don't need to do that. We're more business partners, but I am flattered.
Okay, seems to be fixed now.
Hey, there you go.
He's a big man of chivalry.
You
Still
do
got the hat. Does he
see...
still have the stovepipe on?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's rocking just like in his picture. He's got the scarf and the top hat.
Yeah. She does give a very appreciative smile as you walk past it inside. Please feel free to get comfy. Anything you should need, do ask of any of the butlers. So, how was your trip? I see you brought my librarian back safe and sound.
Yeah.
It was eventful.
To put it simply, he was in a world of shit.
Well, I do look forward to hearing all about it. Please, it's
He's over there examining his claws and having curled in. That is an understatement of the century.
I said simply.
We'll make our way to the downstairs study and we'll have a little deliberation. And she'll start walking away, and just passes through one of the walls towards the study where you guys got to speak with Rich for a while.
Oh, excuse me, butler. Perhaps some wine and sandwiches to the study?
You hear a small kind of tingle of a tiny little handbell, and a kind of ghostly butler that you didn't even see previously standing in the corner phases through one of the walls. Slowly down one of the staircases, approaches 2 other less spectral looking maids, both carrying a couple bottles and a little tray with some cups on it.
Good to see the service as good as ever here.
The 2 maids give a nice little nod and bow as they continue past you down the hallway and into the study.
So I know you guys can walk through walls, but can you carry things through walls, or do you have to use the doors when you're carrying food?
You think solid objects wouldn't be able to pass through a wall unless you actually were able to get the atoms to line up correctly,
It's
which
an
is
interesting
virtually
logistical
impossible.
Never
Frankly,
watched that close.
it matters on the material. Butler popping up over your shoulder. Often things like tin and silver are able to be controlled and taken through different materials, but glass, bottles, things of that sort do not tend to follow with us.
Just
Interesting.
imagine a butler like in a hurry, just running through a wall, and the tray of silverware they're carrying just explodes against the wall.
It's happened a few times. Just
Damn it, not again!
I hope the house insurance is good.
I don't think this house could be destroyed if you tried.
I would argue her insurance is probably the best in the nation. One might even say her insurance is nationwide.
I think I see what you did there.
Fucking piece of shit. Fucking driver with a fucking Missouri.
Well, there's no longer a reason I can't publicly drink anymore. I have to hide it, so I'm gonna go follow that wine. As Apple starts fast walking her way down the hall towards the study.
He'll go with apples, I guess, Dornwell.
Yeah, to the study.
Jen's gonna make a quick stop before.
No wonder you're such a bad nun. They never taught you how to be one.
You know, I wasn't joking when I said it was just a title. I didn't actually go to any schooling for it. Where are you heading,
I
Mr.?
stand by my statement.
He's going to step off into one of the side rooms, and I'll send you a quick DM.
Ah, okay. Oh? Yeah. Does the rest of the party follow along behind Torrin and Apples?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
Party all makes their way to the study. It's the familiar one where Alexander took a little goat nap and Rich opened up a box of plutonium, and everyone's able to sit down, get nice and comfy. Some glasses of wine are able to be handed out to those who choose to take any of it. Little triangle cut white bread sandwiches are made.
Oh, gee. Sandwiches and wine. You guys are so thoughtful. Thank you. I was not expecting this.
You did ask for it.
Did ask for that, so.
Shut up.
He usually asks for ham.
I like ham.
You know what actually sounds like a great idea right now? And I don't know what's wrong with me. I have these cravings, but rum ham.
The butler towards the corner that's been shadowing you snaps his finger twice, and you see a little bit of a glimmer to it. And after a few moments, entering through the doorway proper, as it's one of the items that doesn't seem to be able to go through a door, or through the wall, rather, one of the kind of ghostly maids approach, sets down a tray of a good couple large slices of rum ham. Gives a little bow, steps back.
Wow, that was quick.
You, interesting.
Why drink your booze when you could eat it?
Well, it's not really. I mean, sorta, but not. Give me a piece of that.
Certainly one way to go about things. And Merson will enter the room and join you all, having changed out of the more business-like attire into something a little more gaudy. Character art for reference.
Weren't you all already drinking all the way across the Atlantic?
Yeah, but you
And
ruined it.
You sobered them all up.
They worked so hard to get that buzz, and you just took it away from them. He shakes his head ruefully.
Well, I hope they don't get re-buzzed before we can finish our conversation with Miss Harper.
It's wine.
For the record, I don't mind you taking away my buzz. Thank you.
Throws back the other half of the glass of wine and sets it down before Apples fully sits back snug into her chair.
Torrin has to take his gun off and lean it against a chair to sit comfortably.
Yeah, the bar's just leaning up against the side of the chair. Shortly behind you, Messeron, the familiar Miss Harper will come walking in wearing her kind of black and darker blue suit, white hair kind of hanging down. Looks a little more relaxed than her usual put-together self, albeit still very put together in general. Stops at the head of the little kind of half-size foot table, looking at all of you sitting in your kind of U shape and your different cozy chairs and lazy boys and couches and the sofa. Well, it's good to see you all again, and I am glad that you're back. So, what all did you find out, Mr. Librarian?
Well, Miss Harper, I found out a number of things. The first order of business, though, is to ask you a rather direct question. How much do you trust your security?
Entirely. Why do you ask?
Because somehow, mind you, he hasn't taken a seat yet, and he's still kind of walking around the room, his cane, clicking every time he puts it down. Somehow, I was known there by one Dr. Kazanskaya, or rather Vethrun.
See a small squint as she starts trying to trace her memory.
I am trying to, because I traveled under the auspices of Thomas Ellery again, and that was one of the newer identities that we had set up. So, if we do not have a hole to plug, we have a mole to hunt.
Either that, or there's some mighty powerful scrying magic or spine magic being used.
That is a possibility.
Well, I do have many protections, including here. I can't protect everything everywhere.
That being said, she seemed to know of our arrival as well.
She seemed to be expecting us before we even set off.
Who exactly was she, or what was her profession and skill set then?
Dragon.
She was a dragon. Her profession was dragon professor.
No, it was
attempting to end the world.
No, I think that was more of a hobby. You can't really make profit from that.
So, Vethrun was the mate of Zelant. If you are familiar with the company's exploits, then you might recognize that name, Miss Harper.
I am familiar.
Indeed. So,
no, that was supposed to be highly classified.
Yeah,
How
we
come
never told you
everybody
about
knows?
that.
In the week that you've been gone, myself and the Signal Corps have had a good few deliberations with your commanding officers and Major General Prospero, the SOE. Like I said, I did promise I would cooperate much more with your higher-ups for doing this favor for me, and I have done so in the last couple days. As such, I've been granted some information, but do continue.
Vethrun, upon finding her deceased husband, decided that she would go through quite literal hell and high water to bring him back, whether he wanted to or not. However, it seemed that she was also bent on revenge, as she wanted to lure the company as best she could to a situation where she could perhaps achieve both goals simultaneously. She was attempting to harness the powers of the Nidhogg to pull her mate's soul back from the other side. Considering the high-level restorative magics that did not suffice, then I would presume this is where she felt that she had to do, but things did not go to plan for her or for us. And she ended up the victim of her own hubris and was taken by the Nidhogg, which the party seemed to deal with quite handily.
Are you suggesting you fought or even perhaps killed the Nidhogg?
Yes.
I'd certainly say that they definitely fought.
I think bloodied the nose might be the best description.
We knocked him back into the hole.
Stunned, perhaps?
Indeed. I would say we have blackened his eye, but it seems like we have taken it instead.
My knowledge on the subject may not be too thorough, but to my understanding, their presence not being here suggests that the world isn't coming to an end, so I'd say that's a job well done.
Indeed.
Thank you for accidentally leading us into a plot that would have destroyed at least that half of the world for the time being.
You see a
Yes, the
small
concerning
glow and
part-
smile from that.
The concerning part, though, is that the missive that I sent was apparently had arrived rather soon to the company returning from the Fae, I would presume. And I had sent that months ago. And then the second warning that I intended to send was intercepted, as they have informed me, the poor little brownie that I had acquired the assistance of is no more.
So you're,
Seems there be many communications protocols that I will have to review another time with you.
that is something I would like to talk about at some point, is how to get information and messages to each other, because your cryptic way is not always the most reliable or on time.
Thought it was somewhat simple and everything. Everybody appreciates the truth and behind closed doors.
I will say the little puzzle that you had was definitely solvable. The little goat fella there was the first one to figure it out. Took him but a moment.
Meh.
As you well know, there are certain things that I cannot exactly be held accountable for in that regard, because that is simply how the power works. As frustrating as it is, and I believe that you would understand that more than others, how there are things that are outside of one's control.
You see a small understanding nod. As to the point of your original research, perhaps you can enlighten me on what you found?
It would seem that the ghost stone that was filched has come from within the nation. As in the Coyote Nation, if I am not mistaken. I have no hard evidence of that as of yet, but I will need to go and speak with a few associates who I know have been waiting and check a few locations just to be sure. But all of the evidence and things that have been said that I have managed to accrue seems to point in that direction.
Kazakhstan was pilfering all sorts of magical artifacts to the university in which he was apparently a professor at. Your ghost stone, from what we were able to determine, was one of many, some of many.
Indeed. However, it doesn't seem like she was the original recipient of such things. It seems like it was split from a larger shipment.
Using university funds and access to certain things, usually off limits, does make a lot of sense.
Precisely.
Well, I'd be wrong to say it wasn't entirely unfounded to believe it came from within the Coyote Confederation, as there is currently two plots, entirely separate threads, if you will, of potential, would we say, theft of ghost stone, or even purposeful selling. And with Mr. Coyote himself being unreachable at the time being, makes it awful hard to get through the bureaucracy of speaking to him and figuring out if their security is up to par. To our understanding, a rather substantial shipment of ghost stone may or may not have made it to northern Russia. And there is another chunk rumored to be floating around with some gang in the southern part of Arizona.
Well, it seems like my contacts have already made up the chain, then.
I will say this is something that we will need to be looking into in the future. Perhaps I might be calling upon you all or some of my other affiliates to investigate these on our behalf.
Given its nature, it would be worth looking into.
As the time comes, I will be reaching out to you if you are available to assist in that. But until that time, it would seem your research has yielded well, and your payment and reward for such will be getting to you in due enough time. And you, Miss Apples, and you see her kind of perk up a little bit across the table. You can consider a good, significant chunk of your debt forgiven. Nice little smile, and she'll take another sip of wine. As for the rest of you, I've been speaking with Mr. Swinton and Mr. Donovan, as well as Major General Prospero of the SOE, and I've convinced the Signal Corps to begin working with them more thoroughly in the South Atlantic and across different parts of the southern U.S. as far as our information and intelligence gathering is concerned. As far as you all, consider anything within reason under my affiliation or name to be of access to you should you need a place to stay, a hotel to stay at, or anything of that sort. If there is an estate there or a plot of land under my name, consider it a place where you can rest your head.
I may request limited armory access.
There's a small crook kind of smile at the corner of her mouth. As far as armory access, I feel you will have to go through the proper government entities, military associates. I'm not so much into the arms dealing myself.
Just a machine gun or two in the right place is all.
I'll see what some of my affiliates can provide.
I feel like we'd have to pre-arrange that.
I mean, they keep them. Just walk up and say, "Hey, Miss Harper says I can have this machine gun."
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
It should be.
In the right circles, that would work. However, I do have to request you don't use my name as a blank check.
Ah.
I will ask one thing, though. What do we do about this church that's supposedly, like, I don't know, are we like enemies of the state or something like that? They literally barred our plane from leaving.
Yes, that was a more interesting development near the end.
Which church would that be?
I can't remember IRL, but you'll say the name.
Of St. Paul of Exeter.
Mm-hmm. Apples has been, shall we say, burned by the Church of England.
The goblin is shrinking into her chair. You don't say. Did they happen to manage to convey to you what the charges and reason was?
In fact, they did.
Mr. going to stand behind Apple's chair and lay his free hand on it. Multiple counts of murder, apparently. However, given their zeal for it, I have a sneaking suspicion that there's more to the story than they are letting on and are willing to admit to.
Look, I'm not particularly concerned with the semantics of it. Ask about me in Italy and see what comes up. I mean, we all have our pasts.
regardless
just
of
don't like
whether
the
or not
fact they tried detaining us.
Yeah, regardless of whether what she did, I'm pretty sure they would have killed her right there in the middle of the hotel. And probably us too.
Well, I will
Indeed.
see what I can discover in regards to that, and perhaps I can pull some strings and speak with the Knights of Columbus, or perhaps the Order of the Golden Circle, to ensure that they aren't treading around on anything under my sphere of influence.
Reportedly, they had already gone to the city of Oslo with some form of documentation to keep the locals out of their business, as it were. So it is quite clear to me that they have connections on that level, at least politically. So at some level, this is sanctioned by the church, so...
Well,
I
the
think that
Church
would
of
be an
England
appropriate
doesn't
step.
have rule everywhere.
No, it does not.
Yet they do have enough of a presence with the arcane societies and many of the colleges that fall underneath the English banner of control. Well, that said then, I suppose you won't be returning to Exeter now, will you, little goblin? And you see Apples give a couple nods. Very well then. Since you've been in my employ, I will see to it that you are allowed to continue working for me and perhaps take up stay at one of the various manors and estates as I should need you, and any tasks that I should find available for you, I can send you on your way. As for you, Wondrous Company, if you should request any help or need a healing hand of sorts, pending you don't mind the investigative aspect following the church looking for her, I can relinquish the services of Miss Apples to you.
The DM wants to bring his DNPC along, guys.
Every once in a while. Every once in a while.
Definitely be considered. She's proven of great use in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Esron nods and then goes back to his slow circling of the room.
Well, I'm glad to hear. She'll be on an on-need call-in basis. As for you, Mr. Messeron, you're going to be on a similar basis.
Well,
I have a
suppose there are
few
worse fates.
tasks and additional needs that I may need you to be looking into.
What are you
Of
lowers?
It's not so much what he owes me.
Beg pardon?
Miss Apples
Just a
works for
question.
me on a checks and balance as far as her debt to me for attempting to steal from me at one point. Myself and the fine Dragonborn here work more on a cooperative basis.
Indeed.
That said, since I am now involved in your intelligence gathering field with the various government entities that you're employed by as your primary benefactor, whenever it's called upon for me to assist, you may just find me sending him in my place to assist you in the field.
Okay, but is he going to be wearing that?
I'd hope he'd be wearing something more fitting to the situation, but he is a rather fancy lad.
There is nothing wrong with what I am wearing. Thank you very much, Mr. Levencroft.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. It's just there's a bit shiny.
Yes, Mr. Levencroft, it is.
I don't know. What would be worse? It being shiny or it being dull, considering he himself is shiny?
it does, on occasion, make it somewhat harder to blend in. Oh, I have my ways around that. So I figure, why not? If I'm going to be noticed, why not be noticed for something else than just my scales?
I mean, I can't argue that.
Well, you take your time to get to noticing each other. I'm gonna collect Miss Apples here and have a private discussion between me and her. I'll leave you be for the rest of the evening. Feel free to get cozy, relax, and feel free to entertain yourselves here in the next hour to two, perhaps. Some of my associates and business partners of various circles and entities will be making their way to the estate. They've been taking a shining to this particular plot of land as their usual meeting place for the wining and dining, and you are free to partake in any of the festivities. Of course, hospitality is my first thing, and you are free to stay as long as you shall need until you decide to gallivant on your way towards whatever your next task or mission might be.
What do you say, 24 hours for the pilots?
Unless you have somewhere to be, in which case we can give them their 48 hours. They did have to stand out in the snow guarding the plane for a week.
Let them have their 48.
Worst comes to worst, we can take a train. We're back stateside now, so.
However long you wish to stay is entirely open and okay. I will also send word to see if your Harangon friend can be brought on back and rejoin with you in due time.
Yeah, how's he doing, by the way?
He's rather chipper now. He's been learning the way of writing English and how to read it. He's also been perhaps losing his vision to the amount of pictures being taken.
DMs.
Ah, okay.
So you have befriended Harangon. Interesting.
Oh, quite so. Not so much
Seems I
him,
missed
but many of the senior members of his extended family staying up at the reserve in Massachusetts have been rather delightful.
It's so the Fae got complicated.
Somewhere else in the world, Rich having like a fucking spur, just like head twitching to the side, shoulder twitching up.
Regardless, you're bringing back almost an entire race of Fae creatures that, thanks to our investigations and a new spur into looking to old history and magics that be connected, has brought about a whole new initiative and interest in magical creatures and whatnot, and kind of enlightened a new direction and path, and gaining more sponsorships and focus on non-humanoid rights and things of the sort.
This one kind of looks at the rest of the party and then looks back at Miss Harper. Seems there's more than this that I've missed in my stay than I'd like to say.
Ah, perhaps they could catch you up tonight over some drinks and food while you banter with some of my associates. I know some of them were rather eager to meet a few of you in particular.
Ugh.
No reason to be all bashful, and some of them may be drab with their old age, but quite a few of them are rather delightful to speak with.
The fact that some of them are younger than I am is concerning with how dead they are, and how happy they are in that state.
Not all of us keep our young age much into our later years.
Yes, well, you're one to talk, Mrs. Harper. And he kind of gives a half bow at that.
There's a small little smile as she'll give a very short kind of beckoning come hither finger towards Apples, who will hop up from her chair. Gives a real thankful smile and nod to all of you, and will start walking around the side.
Have fun.
I try. She'll be taken care of, don't worry. I won't be sending her to some exotic island behind barred doors and high-standing gates deep in the jungles of Cuba now, will I?
Is that what you call dead?
He's rather prideful, and he'll be rather happy to know he still has mostly direct control of much of his assets and managing it, including a much longer lifespan as long as he remains on those grounds.
Yeah, okay, dead.
A very knowing, kind of small smile before she'll give a nice nod to all of you, turn about, and start walking with Apples following beside her. And they'll exit out the door and head down the hallway to the left, leaving you all sitting inside.
Well, that puts that mystery to rest.
Yes, as always, one question answered, two more asked.
Wait, how did you know about that?
About what? He grins.
Nothing. You know what? Nothing.
There's a number of things that are known in certain circles, and if you know where to listen and who to listen to, you can infer quite a number of things.
These tiny sandwiches are pretty good.
Everyone knows food gets better when it gets smaller.
I don't understand why. Why?
You need to get in on this ham.
It's smaller, so you can concentrate more on making it better, maybe?
Maybe it's the lack of quantity which makes you greater care for the flavor. So it is ephemeral in nature. Like, can you give me like 4 more of those, please?
You'll hear a little bell ding in the corner, and one of the maids will enter through the door again with a large tray and deposit it next to that one, picking up that tray, putting the last 2 little sandwiches on top of the new stack of about 12 of them.
I'll hold up the letter I wrote you, DM, and say, would you mind having someone take this to our pilots at the airfield?
The silent ghost will reach out, take the letter, turn about, start heading out towards the hall. Whether they follow that order, Peter, will be decided later.
I'm sure you're going to be rolling that, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they not follow it?
I told them they had 48 hours to leave and not to add to or subtract from the population.
Usual safety brief.
I always thought the ghosts were like confined to like the grounds of wherever they're confined to.
I'm pretty sure the grounds here are very big. One would assume they built the airfield on the grounds.
Yes, well, sometimes they are not bound to a location, but they're bound to items. Or, in some cases, concepts. But it varies from entity to entity.
Was it just me, Mr. Librarian, or was I sensing some tension with Miss Harper there?
There are concerns, mostly of a personal nature, that, and some things that are going to require some re-examination. I'm sure you can appreciate that it takes time to build an identity from the ground up and get them established in multiple places, multiple countries.
Well, I just use mine, so I've never done it personally.
Indeed.
Quite difficult to do when you're a tall, orange, golden dragonborn. It's quite a notable face.
As Torrent is speaking, that notable face seems to shift, and now he is a very muscular black gentleman.
Ha!
Yes, it's a rather interesting little conundrum that I find myself unable to hide out in open sight like this, but it's just how it is.
You should tone the biceps back a little bit. It's almost too much.
Hmm.
But you look like you've been throwing barrels your whole life and you're speaking in a refined accent. It just doesn't fit.
Peter, I need a perception check. Hachu,
9.
I also need a perception check.
Is Torin wrong, though?
Mr. Hachu? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna grab some slices of pizza while you wrangle Hedge.
Go for it. Where'd James go? Is he in the bathroom?
Yeah, sorry.
There he is. Oh, good. Give me a perception check, if you would. Ooh.
Oh, I forgot to turn advantage off, but
I
it
mean,
didn't really matter
doesn't
that much.
really matter. It's probably the best roll ever, and it's never gonna happen again. Damn. Yeah. You feel a little bit of a colder presence over your shoulder, and it's like a cloth string is running up a section of your snake-like body. And as you look over towards it to be like, what the hell is touching part of me? You see over Peter's shoulder what looks like a small, quasi, perhaps satyr or a pan, kind of a goat-like creature, somewhat ethereal and see-through, has a tape measure, one of those cloth tape measures, and is measuring a part of you, and is also behind Peter, measuring his shoulder to wrist without him noticing.
So, like, is it normal for, like, mini goat beings to be measuring us?
You seem to met my tailor. And, as he says that, he kind of shifts back to his natural form.
You hear
Remember previously. Go ahead.
Oh, go on. You're good.
Go ahead.
You hear some quiet mumbling as numbers are being recited and measurements are being taken as this pan is kind of fading in and out of reality at different angles and has been slowly measuring you guys for what is likely clothes?
Now, if you recall, whenever you guys managed to get those disgusting shackles off of me, we would discuss the terms of a thanks, and I do believe I promised a suit to each of you in your own right.
Some of them may be a little hard to put a suit on.
Yes, well, I'm sure that you can manage. You are simply one hell of a tailor.
There's a small kind of goat chuckle over your shoulder, Alexander, as you feel your hat raise straight up off your head for half a moment, and then pop back down.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's like I'm kind of flattered, but at the same time slightly violated.
Torn, you feel your tail get a small tug as it's quickly measured.
He's gonna slap it, whatever's measuring it, with the tail. What
Roll
the hell
me
is
a dexterity check.
this? 17.
Yeah, you try to whip your tail, and right as it's about to make contact with the face of this, kind of looks like a satyr or a pan, but he's more red and black in color, wearing a nice fine suit, maybe about 4.5 feet tall. You whip your tail to try to hit him, and right as it makes contact, he'll phase back out of existence for a half moment, pop back up on your opposite side. Now, don't be struggling with me, just trying to get your measurements.
I know, I wasn't expecting it. What are you doing?
Trying to figure out how to make a suit that'll fit half of you. His chest is too big, your tail makes it difficult.
Don't suit the tail. Just part for the tail. You don't clothe the tail.
Oh, come now. You say that making a suit for someone with a tail is difficult after this, and he holds out his arms, kind of gesturing at the clothes that he's wearing. And then, flicks his tail up to the side.
You're tall enough that I can put a long tail on your jacket to compensate for it. I put tails on the jacket for this one, and it looks like I made it for a child, or it drags on the ground.
He is a professional.
He is the professional.
I have no idea how long I'm gonna make the tail for the Yanti, but we'll see what I can do.
Well, it seems like he's already got quite enough tail as it is.
He's all tail. The pan will eventually kind of poof away from Torn, pop up behind you again, Peter, and you'll feel your hat raised up off your head for half a second, and the kind of spectral measuring tape will wrap around your forehead for a half second, poof away, deposit the hat back atop your head. Father, do you already have...
Get in the way of my sword.
I was gonna say, do you have any ceremonial items that are needed? I can't say I'm familiar with the Orthodox and their dressing habits.
Usually I wouldn't wear a suit. I would just wear a cassock in such formal occasions.
Right, we'll go with, perhaps a late 1600s kind of Russian design. Not as much tail. Green. You like green? You seem to like green. We'll go with green.
And careful about putting me in too much black or white. I don't want to look like the help.
There's a small, quick, hellish glare towards you, and then it slowly softens. Blue.
Look, you put me in a tuxedo, and people started asking me for sandwiches. Okay, it's happened.
That was very funny in Oslo. How quickly they just accepted it.
Yeah, it's great until it's not.
It could be useful to have on hand.
You put a kobold in a fez and they look like a servant. It's pretty simple.
Oh my god.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. I understand this, which is why I don't want to look like the help if I'm being tailored a suit that is meant. But whatever. You know what you're doing.
Are you
Don't
okay with silver trim, perhaps?
That sounds nice.
It won't be nearly as glittery as him, but...
Oh, thank God. No, yes, please not that much.
He's gonna, clutch his pearls, so to speak. Now, here I thought we had something in common with the sense of good clothing, Mr. Levencroft.
I prefer humble elegance, not shine a light on me and turn me into a chandelier.
Yes, well, you have the advantage of not having these, and he kind of gestures to the, iridescent gold.
Fair.
There is a hand to the chin and a very perplexed look as he goes from full standing to Slav squatting in front of you, Alexander, just looking at you. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with you.
I mean, I wear basic clothing, just, child size, basically. There's nothing really else to it.
How do you feel about the ocean?
I've never really had an opinion of it. I don't know.
Master, would you say he would be able to approach people looking cuter or looking more professional.
Don't make him cute. Don't
I
make
would
him cute,
argue
please
for,
no.
well, especially in this particular line of work, professionality would be preferred.
Alright. Captain instead of sailor.
He doesn't deserve to look cute. I've seen what he can do.
I like wearing black if it matters.
You don't say. I would like people to see my handiwork on those that wear it.
Well, I won't argue with that, I guess.
I'm sure that there's something that can be done for that.
If you expect me to put you in red, you might as well go back to hell then.
I think he'd look good in red.
Small head bob, kind of a nod as he tilts his head looking at Alexander again.
Now, can't you see it a nice dark floor?
Slowly shakes his head no, phases out, pops back up, and is standing beside Nikos. He looks good in red.
That I do.
That he does.
You know,
I
mess
can see
around.
it.
I may not actually need to make anything for him. Although cleaning the jacket would be good.
Just walks up and wrings the knuckle off of his chest plate. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't had a
Perhaps
chance to
the-
clean it.
Yes, perhaps though the terms of that agreement made with them were that I have at least one set of formal attire, so... However, I do know that your time and resources are not unlimited, so do as you see fit.
I'll clean the
As
coat,
always.
buff the armor, maybe inlay a little design of some sort that speaks to your background and family to it, because this flat breastplate, I mean, all the battle damage gives experience, but there's no ostentatiousness to it, there's no design.
Just needs a little, what's the word? Pizzazz, if you will.
No.
Oh, come now. You're no fun at all.
Squints and fades away again, leaving you guys to sit for a few moments.
So, who was that guy?
Well, that's my tailor.
You have your own tailor on retainer.
Of course. He kind of gestures to his clothing. You imagine that someone who has this going for them would not. Besides, it's very convenient.
Expensive.
Oh, money isn't the object as far as that goes. Besides, the majority of the clothing that he makes is, surprisingly durable.
Why did you say it like that? Now I don't know what you meant.
He'll reach up and pull the... what's the word I'm looking for? I drew an absolute blank. The scarf kind of thing that's...
Oh,
the
yeah.
tie.
Ascot.
Ascot, thank you. Go up and took the ascot off and then hold it between his claws. And he'll put one claw all the way through it and then rip it straight down. And then when he lets go, he shakes it once to straighten it out to kind of show the rip. And as you watch, you see it kind of shimmer a little and it slowly stitches itself back together.
I need something like that. The number of shirts I go through. Oh, goodness.
Yes. He only does this for certain pieces, so we'll have to see if we can't negotiate something with him to get that for perhaps at least a shirt or two. I know exactly how difficult it is to manage to keep some thinner cloth around when you've got these, and kind of wiggles his claws.
Oh, that's not it. It's the machine guns he keeps walking into.
Yes, well, there is that too.
And the
The
acid
fire.
dragons.
The acid.
The fire.
And getting bitten by things and clawed and shot at. And, yeah, you know.
Pop the ascot and tie it back in and tuck it and everything.
I do spend a surprising amount of time every day when we're in the field repairing everyone's clothes.
Which I do appreciate. My shirt budget has gone way down because of that.
If I didn't do it, none of us would have any shirt budget left.
All just running around in loincloths.
Made of tattered shirt.
God. After a few moments, all of you except for Mesron feel a little bit of a kind of invasive texture over your body and a slight bit of shimmer as your clothes are removed from you and replaced almost instantly with what seems to be fully measured, properly fit attire. Peter, you look like you're wearing a very similar coat, but like you belong at one of the like early 1800s style kind of Russian ballroom jackets, like the long coat that buttons down the front. Same boots
Father.
as usual. Hachu has pretty much the same large, nice suit jacket with a dress shirt and a red tie, except now it's double-breasted instead of single-breasted. Alexander is wearing what kind of looks like a... You know the, what's the best way to describe it? The old-style police uniforms that were the big, double-breasted kind of frock coats? It has kind of like that in like a kind of dark navy-ish blue. Torn, you find yourself in... Best way to describe it is a kind of like Rel Baron's open front jacket, the ones that you're not supposed to actually be able to button, but the tails on it are really short and kind of wider so that the tail can stick out freely. Nikos, your stuff just gets a little bit cleaner and shinier. That ought to do it.
You work fast.
It
Yeah,
helps
he
when you have
does.
minions. Well, if there'll be anything else, Master.
No, thank you, Taylor.
Very good. Try not to get it too dirty tonight. And he'll turn, step to the side, and you'll see him pull the measuring tape out and open a small, kind of half doorway, step through it, close it behind them.
Man, this coat is so nice, it makes my gun look out of place.
Yes, well, you should find your other clothing folded neatly beside you, because that's usually how he works. He is nothing if not polite in that regard. Unless he took them to be laundered, in which case that'll be an entirely different story.
So how does he do that? I was naked there for like half a second.
Awkward silence.
I'm going
Sorry,
to
I
assume
heard the bloop and I wanted to check the message first.
magic.
The simple answer, Mr. Levencroft, is magic. The complicated answer is magic, but specific to clothing.
Okay.
My dear Taylor was once one of the better tailors in the world until he decided that he wanted to be even better. Well, that only went so far for him, and, well, he needed some assistance in getting out of the contractual obligations he found himself in.
As one does.
As one does. Well, a little help and a little pressure in the right place, and, well, I now have myself a tailor on call.
Well, thank you for sharing him.
Yeah, Thorn's gonna like stand up and do a little turn in place and give a half bow and be like,
This is quite nice.
Looks like a nice
I get to
little
keep this, right?
rel baron of
Of course.
sorts.
They're yours. That is the whole point of that.
I don't know how clothing magics works. Like at the end of the
They're-
party, it just disappears or something. I'm figuring this out.
Oh no, they're very real clothes.
Anybody who might be near or able to see out one of the two windows, if you imagine, kind of based on where you're sitting, give me a perception check.
Peter can't.
Peter can't. He's window allergic.
He's in the place between the windows.
Why not?
Damn!
Not bad.
You guys roll great out of
Not
combat.
bad.
All right, come on, Peter. Let's see if you.
Single digit. Single digit.
Wreck the
Always.
curve.
Wreck the curve. Thanks, curve wrecker.
Yeah.
Sitting here with my back to the windows. The rest of you guys are looking outside.
24, 22, 21, 19, 3.
No, he's not even. His back's not even to the window. It's just the firelight is at the perfect glare angle, so that he's just seeing the reflection of the room.
Yeah, you
No,
just
no,
see the
no, no.
reflection
My back-
of the fireplace.
My back's to the window, and I'm sure what's happening is Apples is currently escaping the compound by shimmying down the window from the outside.
Just sliding down the window pane.
So she's like slowly crawling down like a rope made of sheets or something, making eye contact with everyone in the room while I'm just sitting there with my back to the window. Like, what? Why are you all looking at me?
These are very good sandwiches.
As fun as that would be, though, she's gonna be on her own mini adventure for the time being. However, off in the distance and outside, you can start hearing music start picking up, and passing right by the window, completely Peter just not even noticing, two rather tall, kind of spectral, non-legged people float by wearing long coats, top hats, one has a cane in arm, just having a conversation floating past the window.
Well, here we go.
You start to see some of the lights illuminating outside as the sun fully goes down, some of the trees starting to illuminate.
Yeah, Torn's gonna polish off the rest of his wine, stand, stretched, chamber check his bar, and then sling it.
Mr. looks absolutely abhorred by this.
It's the passive sling, you know, where you put it over one shoulder and it's completely behind your back, so it's not like at ready.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not like ready to whip out immediately there.
The fact that you would do that to the Kushnya Barathia, sorry, I forgot, I fucked up the pronunciation. Anyway, fancy wool.
Hey, listen, if it can't handle labor, it's not good clothing, okay?
No, it can handle it. It's just goodness.
I have been caught flat-footed one too many times. I'm even a bit uncomfortable just having this. I would rather have more, but I am making a compromise for the likeness of this party.
Charisma save, everyone.
Oh.
18!
Nikos.
Hey, alright. Charisma save from you, Hachi. I'm curious to see what'll happen to the peanut butter can full of snack. Damn, okay. Yeah. Considering what this team has been through, no reaction, no jump, just a little bit of a look over to the side or a perk of an ear. Except for you, Nikos. Your shield immediately pops into your arm and you go into a hoplite stance while still sitting in your chair as the loudest Danger Close firework pop goes off directly above. Just...
It's just an explosion, Nikos. Relax.
We've had a long week. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that one didn't get me. It would have been more in character for me to. Anyways.
Imagine Torn starting off the night by freaking out and dumping a mag into the ceiling.
God. That would be hilarious, actually.
Don't tempt him.
Yeah, at this point, the map should be open. You guys are free to choose to roam where you want and do what you want to do for the next bit of the evening. You guys are currently in the top right of the manor of the map. Alexander is going to be taking a little goat nap on one of the sofas in the third lounge room.
Oh, great. Now no one can go in there and talk because it's like sleep. It's like, oh no, not this room, not this room.
Not this room. He's sleeping.
With that being said, no point staving off the inevitable. I'm going to head for the foyer.
Oh, there's no grid on this map.
Nope. More of a free roam,
grid!
interactive marker.
Anarchy!
Oh god,
Anarchy!
Diagonally!
Nikos, you're moving in fractions. Stop right now.
Yeah, well, well, for Peter it would make sense because he's a bishop, so, like, I mean, it's...
Peter's like, I can move like a knight.
I'm moving in L shapes. Oh, I'm stuck. No!
The last time I tried to socialize like this, everybody thought I killed Huey Long, so I'm...
Find a pillar, lean against it, smoke. Yep. Okay.
Come on, let's see how many people think you still think you tried to kill Huey Long.
Somebody else do the explaining this time. I'm not doing that again.
As you walk out in your nice studs, Nesron following behind, Torn lighting one of your cigarettes. You do pass by a couple gentlemen standing by, nice coats, big top hats, having a somewhat salty, already slightly buzzed conversation about something pertaining to like a new car of some sort, new transport automobile. And stepping out, you see, at least to some of you, 2, if not possibly 3 familiar faces. Automobile. He invented the Playmobil.
Well, well, well.
It isn't the man himself.
The Warforged will pause his conversation, look over to you with that flat, kind of metallic expression on the robotic face. Hello, Mr. Levencroft.
It's good to see you with a smile on your face.
Aha.
Ah,
You've given me quite a bit of work since you've gone gallivanting on your adventures, but I'm rather used to that at this point.
yeah, sorry about that. I know nationalizing an
don't be.
entirely new race could be
Your winnings in combination with your name, and by extension, the estate's name being associated directly with Miss O'Connor's endeavors and the Herringon Refuge and everything else, including 2 more horse tracks and a new horse breeding operation have been... We're in the green for once.
Yeah, how could it, what are the chances that I come into a horse track when we already possess a breeding operation? That's quite convenient.
Very much so. It's been busy, but for once I find myself able to relax. I hope your adventures abound haven't been too adventuresome.
Far too adventuresome.
Well, it's
Tell you
good
about
knowing
it.
that you're back and safe. I would like to talk about that. And also, there are some potential purchases and situations I will need to speak to you on at some point.
So there's a guy with a really cool truck up in
Why am I blanking on the name of the place? We
Moirana.
just were. Norway, right?
Yeah.
Norway.
Yeah.
There's a guy with a really cool truck up in Norway. I kind of want it.
If he could sigh, he would, but he is the ever-professional Ambrose. He's purchased spoons from exotic countries when Senior would take a fancy to collecting spoons for a week. And
Why don't you just get a new one made?
Well, that one's custom. It's really cool. It grew on me, okay?
Yeah, it's custom. Why not get another custom one?
give
That's
me
different.
the
With pedals designed
information
for
as
you.
to where it is and the type, and I'll see if I could send for it and collect it.
It might be a little hard to... It's on the northern peninsula. It's landlocked. Anyways, yep.
He's just gonna scratch some shit down on a piece of paper and pass it to him.
Whenever you have the time, sir.
He'll take
It's
that.
on the UP.
He'll take that, look at it. His eyes will give a small glaze, then he'll fold it, pop into one of his jacket pockets. Very well. Well, it's good to have you back, sir. And, I will say the new diplomatic opportunities to the Levencroft estate are rather boundless at this point. Isn't that right, madam? And, Harper gives a bit of a nod, and Miss Williams gives a equally happy nod.
Pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Williams. Miss Harper.
It is a pleasure. I haven't had this much work to do in a while. Miss O'Connor's been running us ragged with your new Herringon refuge. It has actually opened up the possibility of 3 more refuges, 2 of which I'm being asked to oversee directly, so that's rather enlightening.
Torin's just gonna bow. I'm gonna roll performance.
Alright. It's not a great bow, but it is a bow
The
nonetheless.
gun like slips and bashes him on the back of the head.
Mr. Ron quietly face palming.
There is a slow turn as Harper and Ambrose are just kind of pleasantly looking to each other. Ambrose, despite holding a little glass of champagne, no intention of drinking it. Miss Williams does perk an ear and turn her head to look over her shoulder. Well, if it isn't... Mr. Messeron. I've been told quite a bit about you.
Indeed. Lovely it is to see you again, dear.
Likewise, I can say, everybody here understands that it is a no hostilities grounds. No business is being done here, no trades are being conducted. Miss Harper has been very thorough about enforcing that, so no need to keep a dagger and gun on you.
Oh, bad blood.
Yes. Well,
Oh,
gonna
bad
look
blood,
over
you
it
don't
for
know
you.
the half of it, Mr. Levencroft.
Oh, what did he do?
What hasn't he done?
He's gonna
That-
step up beside her and cross his arms and look at Messeron.
that is a much shorter list, if I'm being quite honest. These kind of give her a pointed look, and then look down at Torin.
Sneak in there. Torin's just like foot tapping, like, eh?
Her tail will slightly poke you on the shoulder, Torn. Let's not bother him with it too much. I'm sure he doesn't want to draw too much attention after all the last time he was around. It was rather difficult to calm the angry spirits.
Well, you should be glad to know he's been rather tied up recently, so he's been staying out of trouble.
Oh, I'm well aware of his likeness to being tied up.
Would you raise an eyebrow?
Nice catty smile as she'll look over to Miss Harper. And Harper will look between everybody. Well, myself and Miss Williams, we're gonna go speak on a new deal. After all, we are looking to stabilize the rather substantial mountain of new assets that we have acquired from the, should we say the Golden Orders, not Golden Orders, the Golden... We should find a way to give a new name to the Golden Circle's assets, after all. Don't want to associate names. Again, I don't see why you and the rest of the Barons seem to think I've killed him.
I tried to explain it, but they seem to be insistent on this idea. But it is quite amusing, and one would argue not unwarranted.
Well, I can guarantee that he is not dead. In fact, he is quite well and able to travel between both Cuba, and every once in a great while I might allow him to visit his home in Morocco.
It kind of took a dark turn near the end there, so I mean, anything's up in the air.
Dark turn? How so?
His attitude, he was coming apart at the seams.
There's a small little sip of champagne. Without divulging too much, I will say he is very well mannered and much more tempered than he was in his youth.
Mustn't be many kobolds around.
Well, we'll leave that one as it is.
Awkward.
Myself and Miss Williams do have something that we wish to speak of, and I will be borrowing your associate, Mr. Levencroft. Ambrose here has been nothing but a calculating machine, pardon the pun, as far as helping to balance a lot of our new assets.
Miss Williams.
Yes.
He's gonna nod to the both of them.
Well, I'm quite glad to hear that you three are in bed now.
Record scratch.
The three of them do look a little pointedly towards you.
The four, including Merceron.
What? It's an expression. He doesn't even... Oh, whatever.
Well, if I may, I don't exactly have that biological need. Miss Williams tends to prefer her kin, and I believe Miss Harper is still resigned to staying loyal to her late husband.
It's a metaphor.
I'm aware.
It's an amusing metaphor.
I dare say you'd be rather hard-pressed to find anyone around here, aside from perhaps Miss Apples, now that she no longer has a vow of celibacy, although I don't think that stopped her before.
No.
Indeed not.
Don't let that stop you, Mr. Messeron. She gives a little bit of a wink, and we'll turn about as her and Williams will start stepping away and walk the way up one of the balconies, going to one of the more private areas to sit down. You see Harper taking out a little pamphlet and starting to open it, looking over some of the notes in it.
Sorry, did that ghost just wink sexually at you?
I'm gonna softly elbow Torin and say, you missed a chance to compliment her on the craftsmanship of her knockers.
Oh, I did, but
Her knockers?
But being honest, the ghosting's a bit strange. Miss
Here,
Williams, on the other hand, is a...
I'll show you.
Careful, you don't want to get Leroyed.
He looks up the staircase for a moment, realizes he has just a moment before needing to catch up with them, and will follow. This nice robotic throw walk behind you.
Here,
Everyone come look at Miss Harper's knockers.
You can feel, right? Like, when you touch things, it's not just, like, contact.
I thought you meant emotionally, but yes, physically and emotionally, we are capable of feeling.
Right, so examine these, really, like, get the hand feel for them.
Yeah, put your hand on it. See, the craftsmanship is immaculate.
He'll reach out, grab the knocker, give it one quick little thunk, let go of it.
Very nice, don't you think?
I'm assuming, Mr. Levencroft, you would like a new set of door knockers on the front of the museum.
You know, I wasn't thinking about it, but now that you mention it, that would be very nice.
I have quite the insight. Your predecessor, I got pretty good at reading him, and whether you might like it or not, you two are more similar than you think.
If we could find some great combination between Nikos' mom's knockers and Harper's knockers, we could really have something.
I'm attempting to avoid the pun, but to say that I'm gonna leave that as it is. You are the
Well,
spitting
next time in
image
Boston, I look forward to
of
looking at your knockers, Torin.
Oh boy.
You hear him grumbling something about he's just like Senior as he walks up the staircase.
And see
So
if
we
Miss
got-
Williams has any knockers.
She does.
I want to see them.
You only
So
need
we
to
got this
ask you.
We got this little group right here. Are we provoking any reactions with this conversation?
There are two ghosts there. Two of them look rather established gentlemen with top hats. Their lower halves spectral and not present, long-tailed coats from around like mid-1800s kind of style. And one more disheveled but very rich-looking gentleman, the three of which having cut off their conversation entirely and just listening. Kind of looking to you with enamored looks and smiles.
Gonna gesture to them. Come. You know, you often overlook such things, but come take a nice look at Miss Harper's knockers.
Yeah, this is great door hardware.
Mr. Hill? Yeah, okay. He'll
That's right.
take his
He's saying this right now, so you know it can't be all bad.
he'll take his top hat off, tuck it under his arm, walk over while the other two watch with kind of shit-eating grins.
All right, now grasp it firmly, like you really just want to get in there. Just get one good thunk.
He'll reach his hand out and his hand will phase through the knocker.
Oh.
Interesting.
I guess I'll never know.
I've felt my fair share of knockers in the past.
At the very least, you can still look at it and admire the craftsmanship. It is incredibly well done.
I suppose so. I'm more preferential to iron myself.
A good wrought iron expert really is.
Well, it's one of the few metals I can interact with.
Oh, really?
He motions to
Yes.
his spectral form.
It's also one of the few metals that can interact with you, but that's an entirely separate matter.
I'm aware.
I need to get with Ambrose. Request iron cores in our knockers. Just a good. That's good. That's a good note.
Well, why would you bother with an iron core on the knocker when you can merely use iron for the knocking part itself? You know, the part that goes through and kind of dangles down some.
Because iron rests.
The part that... No, you use iron for the part that makes contact.
Yes, but it has to be graspable.
Then you make it wide enough.
No, the whole
That
point
way
is
you can just
accessibility.
wrap your fingers around it and pull it back.
Well, once iron is sufficiently treated, it can resist corrosion quite well, and I would assume that you would want to have someone there for the upkeep, so I don't think it would be much of a problem in the long term.
Yeah, but I like brass.
Regardless of the company you keep, Mr. Levencroft, or should I say Levencroft Sr. now, it is a pleasure to get to meet you formally. I missed you the last time you were in town. And he'll extend a hand towards you.
Torn will shake it? Shake hands?
Yeah, you can interact with him physically. It's inanimate objects that he sometimes has a hard time with. He'll shake your hand. It's very cold and ghostly. It's a nice, firm, proper handshake.
Firmly grasp it.
Yes, unfortunately, I was pulled away quite quickly last time.
I understand Miss Harper is rather established in quite a few different professions, and yeah, she's busy more often than not.
Quite.
Regardless of the company you keep, I would keep an eye on this dragonborn fellow of yours.
Yes.
Why? What did he do?
That's not for me to say.
It's
However,
hard not to with how sparkly he is.
you'd be surprised. Should you need iron of any type, of any sort, anything involving iron, come find me and talk to me. And he'll hand you a card, Torn.
Oh, thank you. I actually,
It'll say
Awesome.
J.J. Hill, and at the top of it will be Empire Builder, and it will be listed in New York.
Oh boy.
Father?
Well, James,
Mr. Hill.
as nice as it is to see you again, he'll just turn on his proverbial heels and go back towards the other side of the room.
He'll give a nice smile to all of you, take a sip of his kind of ghostly champagne, and turn about, and the other gentleman and the other ghost will kind of continue their original conversation. One of them are looking over their shoulder a little bit towards Mestron as he walks away, and then going back to smiling and conversing.
everyone at this party seems to have some sort of problem with him, and they won't say what he did.
Hey, he's in the center of the room lighting a cigarette.
He seems to me the kind of person who did many things.
His number of aliases, anything to go by.
No. Gonna go through and begin mingling outside. You know,
As you step
members of the
outside,
Arcana
oh, go ahead.
I knew were all very understated. The spies in this confederacy seem to be very fleshy.
Kind of seems antithesis to the spy to stand out, but
Maybe you stand out so much, no one would even consider the idea that you could be a spy.
that is, that might work.
I mean, have you seen him? I think it does.
I suppose the Germans didn't catch on. Or maybe they did. They didn't indicate that they did. At least for a while. So what did we see as we came out?
You make your way out. It's a nice, cool evening. There's little lights about. There's a lot of kind of magical blue and yellow bulbs kind of floating around, illuminating. Seems some of the ghosts may have been learned on kind of like dancing lights or other spells of that sort. There's a handful of ghostly butlers and maids floating around. And it's a nice mix of various races and creeds, a lot more ghosts than anything else, but a handful of other very well-dressed but older fellows scattered about. But yeah, feel free to probe about where you wish. You do see off to the left what looks like tall hedges and two very nicely kind of walled entrances to something. Down the path, you do see a handful of people walking to and fro. You see a nice little plaza, stoned-in area with some hedges around it.
Is that a hedge maze?
It looks like a hedge area of some sort. Might be a hedge maze.
I've always wanted to try one of these. Excuse me, fellas. I'm just gonna just gonna weave his way on.
It was underwater?
When you said that last sentence, your voice went, oh, like right in the middle of it.
Oh, it drowned? Shit.
Yeah. It did like the gargling noise for like 2 seconds.
Oh. Ugh. Yeah, you'll step forward towards that entrance. I would like you to roll me perception, Doran.
So like, how tall are those bushes?
Give me investigation, Hachu.
24.
This is gonna be very funny if it's.
I like how Torin just looks up, like,
Oh, hedge maze. Vroom.
Yeah.
Investigation. I always forget where it is. God damn!
Hachu approaches the side of this hedge. It's about an 8-foot tall hedge. Tries to raise his head up, and the hedge is still staying at eye level. And you raise up higher, and it's still at eye level. And you look over to the side, and it's still at eye level. And you raise up until you only have about the lower 3 feet of your entire body, and it is still at eye level with you. To the rest of you, Hachu's eyes are going cross-eyed, and he's just staring at the top edge of that hedge.
You
No, it's Korriban again!
Never left.
Torin's gone, man.
Doran, as you walk in, you guys can see Hachu trying to peek over, and it looks like he's just getting enamored, like he's trying to walk down a forever staircase or something.
Mr. Johnson.
I'm gonna go.
You know,
get
I
some
wasn't even
repairs
gonna go in
if I
the
have to
maze. I
try
was
that.
just curious to see if I thought it'd be funny if I could actually overlook it, but I think there's some kind of trick going on, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
That would be probably for the best.
I'm not gonna try to figure that out. I'll let the orange one figure that out.
He's just gone.
Oh dear.
He's always read about these hedge mazes and all those schlocky Victorian novels, so it's like.
No, that's what Shirley loops. No, absolutely.
What am I doing?
The rest of you outside, Peter, you're getting some of the hors d'oeuvres. Hachu's going uncross-eyed. Torn's just sprinting around in the hedge maze.
Restaurant's standing there at the entrance to it, watching him zip back and forth in the areas that he can see.
Just
I was back.
I'll probably go
It's
get
like-
some as well.
anyone else gonna join Torn or
Any
just let him
sandwiches?
blitz through? Ooh. There are little trays of sandwiches floating around on ghostly hands.
Oh, wow.
Just the hands or whole ghostly servants?
Kind of a mix. Seems some of the servants do actually have ghostly hands to control things.
How'd you get there?
Oh, last time this was the dead end. Interesting.
I mean, I've never done one of these, so it's just, what's the point? Like, it's so pointless. Like, how do the gardeners manage it? It's just a
Oh,
yard
it's-
feature that is inherently meant to be deceptive. It's just.
It's more about the act of getting oneself lost in nature, but not being truly lost, as it were.
I can do that for real.
Well, of course you could do that for real, but those of the higher society tend to prefer to not end up truly lost. Too far away from their riches, if you will.
So how long do you think it'll take him?
Hey, you're cheating. You're just following me. You're not just.
I said I was going AFK.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you seem to be enjoying yourself, and I don't want to deprive you of the novelty.
I think you just don't know how to get through, and you're just following me.
If I were to lead the way, then that would cheat you of the experience of walking through one of these the first time. Though this one is different than the last time I was here, so...
That's all right. What is this nonsense?
It's a hedge mage.
Yeah.
He's like clearing corners.
Checking corners, pieing them out.
Meanwhile, Mr. I'm just, casually strolling.
Well,
Can't wait for Torin to fire 3 shots into the air as a sign of distress.
I know that leads out. No, there's this. What's the point? Run up, clear corner. Pile left, pile right. Push.
Just peeking through, pieing out the corners. Oh?
Oh, for a minute the music was dying. It's back now.
Oh, okay, there.
Right. Left. Forward, clear corner.
Just gonna make eye contact, mess around for a second, and then dart to the left. Just.
Yeah.
How thick are these hedges?
About 3 to 4 feet.
Mr. Levencroft.
Just glaring at him. As you round the corner, give me perception, mess around.
There's gonna be a guy, and he's gonna be like, "You found me!" and then vanish.
Exactly what I've rolled all day, 16s.
Do you follow with him, Torn?
I don't think so.
Alright. Yeah, that's right. As you round the corner, you see a top hat and kind of vested gentleman. Looks a little tired, spectral, no legs. Kind of a blurred face, looks over towards you. Huh? Where am I?
Good evening.
Who are you?
Thomas Ellery, at your service.
Made of celery? Where am I?
Are you familiar? He's going to speak just slightly louder and enunciate a little more now. Are you familiar with the Harpers?
The what?
The Harpers.
The Heartburst?
Oh, good heavens. He's going to reach inside his jacket and pull out a notepad. He's going to write everything on a notepad. Starting with good evening.
I can't see that. What are you trying to say? I don't want any. I'm not buying.
Single eyebrow raise.
Where's my wife?
Who is your wife?
Are you my wife?
No.
Where am I?
Interesting. If you'll follow me, I believe I could help you get to someone who could take you to your wife.
I don't need a cobbler. Have you seen my wife?
That. She's outside.
She is?
Of course. Follow me.
Who are you?
The one who's going to take you to your wife.
My what?
To your wife.
I have a wife?
Ostentatiously.
I don't speak Spanish.
Indeed. He's just like slowly walking away at this point.
If you see my watch, I've lost it. Oh, where am I? Hello?
Yep, he's just not spending any more time with it.
Where's my cobbler? As you just leave the old man in the
Fucking
middle
asshole.
of the maze.
Poor ghost with dementia.
You see
Mr.
this around walking
So-
around the corner.
So if the ghost has dementia, does that mean he forgets he can go through walls?
He's lost in a maze.
So, like, does he... he can go through the walls, right? Like,
Probably
he's a
not.
ghost, right? Like,
It was preventing you from looking over. He probably can't face through the walls.
I don't know, he's dead, so I don't know, I don't know how it works.
But what's stopping someone from just going through? What's the point? I mean, it's just bushes.
You could kind of hear Torn asking that on the other side of the hedge.
He's not going to say anything.
It's just
He's
bushes.
just going to quietly continue to walk.
Mess around, charisma save.
Oh dear. Alright.
You have a +2 to any charisma checks for the next 24 hours as you feel yourself exit the maze.
Alright, it's experimentation time. Torrent's gonna try to go through this wall.
Enlighten me as to how.
It's like squirm and weave on through.
Give me dexterity.
12.
Alright, now give me strength.
19.
You start to press your claws into it and try to get about a full 2 hands worth in as you start flexing and trying to pull the roots and weeds of the hedge apart. And you're able to make a little bit of a cavity, not all the way through, but enough of one, as you start trying to kind of press through it. However, the strength is not high enough. I need a dex save from you.
My god. You know I had to tempt fate. 26.
Give me una momento, por favor.
Oh no, I broke something. Torrent's gonna come out the other side in the fucking upside down. Oh shit, what?
Mr. Ram was, going to go talk to this group over here and ask them about the ghost, but now I'm intrigued.
Huh?
Oh god.
Who are you? Are you my wife?
No.
I never asked for a cobbler.
Good, because I can't wear shoes. Look. Spats.
You shine shoes?
No.
You're a good kid.
Thanks. So what's your name?
A slow, glazed over look overtakes his face. Huh?
What's your name?
Slowly looks upwards, trying to think. Huh?
What's your name?
There's a slow blink. My friends call me Commodore.
Commodore works. Where are we? I just went through the wall and now you're.
Who are you?
I shouldn't have. Dorian Levencroft.
You're super soft.
Yeah, follow me.
Where are we going?
I don't know. This is not the way I was, Mac. Oh, I feel I've made a mistake.
You shine shoes?
That I don't. We've been over this, sir.
We have.
Yes, Commodore.
You remind me of this kid I knew.
What was he like? Was he?
We used to call him Corn Pop.
I don't know. Why'd you call him that?
I don't remember.
No, well, if you remember, feel free to let me know, cause just you really are following me. Wow. So how'd you get in here?
Where are we?
I don't know. Do you know where we are?
Huh? Who are you?
What?
I saw a big yellow fella like you. Offered to shine my shoes. I said no.
That was very, it's very diligent of you. A man who shines his own shoes is
There's a broke man.
Yeah, you got it.
Like I used to say in my younger years, you gotta Vanderbilt it.
You're a Vanderbilt?
I'm what?
Commodore Vanderbilt?
Oh yeah, that's my name.
Can I roll history on that? I think I know that that's something, but I'm forgetting personally.
Yeah, roll me history.
27.
Yeah, Cornelius Commodore Vanderbilt, one of the original rel barons of the U.S. and West. I forget exactly which rails he owned, but he ran a lot. He was the Vanderbilt. He was the guy that kind of shaped the entire West, or at least getting to the West for the most part via rail.
What?
Yes, it is his ghost.
Excuse me, Mr. Vanderbilt, but what are you doing lost in a hedge maze?
We're in a hedge maze?
Yes, sir, we are.
Oh, I don't want to be here. Turns.
Yeah. God damn it!
I was right. I told you it didn't make any fucking sense. I couldn't believe. I told you.
Wasn't there talking to you?
Vanderbilt didn't fucking die 150 years ago to turn into a ghost of Joe Biden. This is not what fucking
As long as he's not trying to smell people's hair.
Welcome to the unfortunate many, many years of Vanderbilt.
Get out of here.
Well, I mean, how do we know he's not trying to smell people's hair? No one who's encountered him so far has had hair.
Yes, actually.
Hey guys, do not try to go through the walls. I just ran into Cornelius Vanderbilt's ghost.
Torn. Charisma save.
Huh.
Oh boy. 10.
As Torn walks through, as he's saying that, and you all turn to look at him, Torn, for the next 24 hours, so kobolds don't grow beards, but Torn has... If Torn had hair, what color would his hair be?
What?
Torn has a, beard.
What?
The table has decided for 24 hours you have a kobold beard. Whether it's like a goat beard or a full beard is up to you, but Torn has a beard.
What the hell? Hang on, I'm a roll perception.
What color would it be?
I don't know. Kobolds don't have hair.
What?
Would it be
Torn's
white?
definitely
or gray?
a redhead.
Red? He's got
Ginger beard.
a ginger beard. Yeah, you got a ginger-like beard on your chin.
Well,
Did I
there's
notice
something
the
you don't
beard
see
on
every
his
day.
face?
What don't you see?
Wow, must be some time dilation.
What?
That's what. I'm gonna like hold my finger next to his beard. Look to Nikos. That's what. 3 days of growth. 4?
Yeah, I think so. About 4.
Are you hungry? There's still some tiny sandwiches with little pieces of ham inside and a single pickle.
Why is there a single pick? I'm always
The whole
hungry.
sandwich is the size of a single pickle.
Torn's like rubbing his face now, like.
What the
Oh.
hell?
How long were you in that maze?
You probably get some water too. You're probably real thirsty, I
I'm
imagine.
not thirsty. I can't even grow a beard. I have scales. I literally have scales. How this is...
You ever seen a pangolin?
Yeah.
They have like little hair things on their scales.
Can I at least like shave this into a goatee or something? This is ridiculous.
Nikos, do you shave?
Yes.
You by any chance have your razor on you?
It's on my bag on the plane.
I mean, you got your saber on you.
Yeah.
It's not sharp enough to shave.
Yeah.
I have a beard.
I have to be real consistent with shaving. Because, you know, my hair, all my hair does that. It's not just the one on top of my head.
Oh god.
So does it all go up or does it just kind of go away from you?
Away from me.
Okay, that's not so bad. At least you don't have like your beard going up into your eyes all the time.
I don't have a beard. I don't.
I like to imagine he has like a Fu Manchu with the really long.
I
It's
went into a maze, met Vanderbilt, and grew a beard. And now I don't know. I'm just gonna,
he walks off with his small kobold ginger beard.
Wait. You do have to try some of these sandwiches with the little piece of ham and the single pickle.
He's so enamored with
point
the
of the pickle?
sliders.
Here, try it. It's all perfectly the exact same size.
He'll try it.
Yeah, it's a nice little slider. It's on like a kind of homemade style Hawaiian bun with a piece or two of ham and some cheese,
they're
and a
all-
single pickle.
And the whole thing is diameter the same size as a medium-sized, what is it? Like normal cut pickle, so not like the full length, but like if you cut the cucumber, like normally slice it.
Yeah.
It's all, the whole thing is like the same diameter and shape as the pickle.
Peter, I'm going to need more of these.
Right, that's what I said. There were a couple of hens floating around with them on trays.
I
As
need
you
to shave this beard off.
As you guys are enamored by that, we're gonna pan over to Messeron real quick. Messeron, what are you up to?
Well, after trying to chat with there to figure out what was going on with the maze this time, he elected to, they're boring. I'm gonna go over towards the fountain.
Yeah.
And,
As you go walking over, you see two older gentlemen and a rather tall-standing dragonborn, who seem to be very avidly talking about essentially the spine of a ship and what type of spine is better for shallow water. And they're having a pretty staunch argument about it. The dragonborn seems to be taking the side of a barge is the best for rivers, whereas the other two are arguing about one saying a very narrow and deep spine, and the other one saying a very wide but rounded ship is the best.
He's gonna saunter just a little closer to that and just kind of, in passing, say, well, for the shallower waters, you'd most certainly want something with a flat bottom.
See? That's because he's a dragonborn. It's not because he's a dragonborn, it's because he knows what he's talking about like I do. Nah, you dragonborns all think you know how boats work.
Well, with respect, I'm very familiar with boats.
With respect, you haven't touched water in years, kid.
I'm sorry, and who might you be?
I'm twice your age at least.
I highly doubt that. As I was saying, though, the V-shaped holes right there that are more rounded are a great universal boat, but for shallower waters, waters that may be, a foot or so deep, a flat bottom would be ideal. Not great for
Exactly
the
my
open water,
point.
but
Going down the Mississippi, you want a flat barge. You can fit the most cargo on it. Well, you can still handle some of the very shallow areas of the few that there are.
particularly with all of the sandbars that pop up.
You see, you're only
Considering they're
thinking
still not
about the Mississippi. I, preferably, like to sail my ship down the Mississippi and be able to cross the Gulf to Cuba, where the destination is, rather than loading and unloading. You spend the same logistics unloading from a barge onto a normal ship that takes a short jaunt when you could just take the entire Mississippi and exit straight across the water.
The problem that you run into there, though, is, as I said, the sandbars. There is still not a concerted effort to consistently dredge a channel through the Mississippi as of yet. Now, if someone were to invest in that, I would argue that would likely be a worthwhile thing, because then you could use the rounded keels.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he does.
But it's your money, do whatever you will with it.
Actually, it's my money. He wants to get into the river trade. The Mississippi is my river trade. You can keep your seaworthy boats on the sea. If you need anything going up and down the river, that's my jurisdiction. And the Dragonborn kind of looks over to you, gives a little bit of an appreciative nod before turning and kind of walking off rather staunchly to go continue having his drink. The other two just kind of shaking their head no a little bit. Well, Dragonborn, you can be on your way.
Yes, indeed. However, let's see. You are Mr.
Jonathan Fortright.
That's right, and you are. Look at the other.
The other one offers more of a friendly, having been silent through the whole thing. Offers a hand forward to shake your hand. Vash!
Shake his hand.
Hennessy Vash.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
After that, he'll continue to kind of mosey around.
They'll go back to having their conversation, the Dragonborn standing by. As you approach, you see a kind of shorter satyr-like female, looking a little rougher, more field gear, some leathers. And standing across from her is a pretty high-ranking British officer. They seem to be having a small, quiet conversation before they pause and look over. Ah, hello. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. May I ask who you are?
I'm Thomas Ellery, and you are...
Oh, well, this here is, perhaps you'd like to introduce yourself? I'd rather keep my name, so I'll just say I'm, No, I'm an associate of Miss Harper.
Well, it seems that we have a common cause as far as that goes, or at least a common employer.
Understandable, she'd want to keep her name a little more under wraps here, although her appearance is rather known to enough, but if she wishes.
Someone's going to raise an eyebrow at that and look at himself, then look back up.
I'm Major General Swinton, and he'll offer to shake your hand.
He'll take the hand and shake it.
I believe you've been associated with our second company, Wondrous, on your most recent proclivities.
Indeed. Rather interesting band you've gathered together.
I can rather thank the OSS as a whole and Donovan for that, but they have been rather resourceful.
Indeed. Well, I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Unless you have any objections, I might direct them towards you.
If you do happen to come across them, send them my way. I haven't spoken with them for a little while, and Miss Harper doesn't relinquish every bit of information as I would hope yet.
Indeed, she does not. Sir? Ma'am? And he'll kind of nod at both of them and continue on.
Little bit of a kind of friendly half salute, and we'll go back to talking to her. So, as to the Farquhar rifles, you said you can make quite a few? And probably get a good few after. Well, with my now ex-husband gone, it's gonna be rather difficult to get that factory up and running now that it's in Confederate hands, but I should be able to see what I can do about that. Yeah. Walk off in a way, we'll pan back over. Torn, where did you make your way off to, with the others kind of following behind?
The washroom.
Yeah, you make your way off and through, and you end up going to a somewhat smaller private bathroom. Toilet, single sink, large mirror with a little cabinet area. As you step inside and close the door behind you.
Gotta get rid of this beard.
Give me investigation.
14.
You look underneath the sink. There's a couple toiletries and cleaning supplies. You look in the cabinet and open it up. There are a couple fully sealed little metal containers that look like they would have like an unfolding razor, the spare razor, a little bit of shaving cream.
Yeah, that'll do. We've never used one of these before, ever, but...
You'll take one, pop it open. It's got one of the more classic style unfolding razors with a single blade on it.
If we can completely disassemble and reassemble an engine, we can shave a beard on top of scales somehow.
I can't wait for Torin to come running out, just covered in blood. Peter.
Same.
Heal. You look into the mirror, you got the razor in hand, there's a little bit of shaving cream. Roll me intelligence.
No, so how do humans do this every day, every day? I mean, I guess I do fine with scales, but horns. But
You've seen people shave in the field, and you've seen seniors shave before and get a shave. It's probably the same.
Yeah. What am I rolling next?
If you're gonna start trying to shave, let's do sleight of hand.
20.
Ha! Here, I thought I might have to send one of the butlers in. Yeah, replicating the motions at first, you very quickly catch on to the grain of your scales and kind of how it works and how you gotta keep like certain tautness and all that. And yeah, after a good 2-3 minutes, you're washing off your face, wiping it with a towel. The beard is gone, unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunate?
Because it was funny.
It was hilarious, but Torin's not gonna go around the rest of this party with a beard and then have everyone ask about the beard for the rest of his life.
Kobolds have
Oh no,
hair?
it makes absolute sense in character, but you know, it's funny.
It was hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, the beard is shaved and gone.
Grub his face like, I
never thought I'd get to shave. Okay, well, there's a new stupid Hedge maze growing me a beard, meaning a real baron.
Yeah, it's gonna wander back out, I guess.
As he's wandering back out, the three of you out in the
make sure it's not coming back.
roll me investigation before we pan over.
No. 20.
As you feel over, you can tell it was entirely superficial. There's no follicles or hair regrowing, like shaving it off, it is fully gone. You have disabled the magical effect.
Oh, thank God.
So those party guests in the lobby, a couple just scampered past with a beard and came
Comes
back
back out, no beard. The three of you out there, Hachu, Peter, and Nikos, what are you three up to? After seeing Torn dash off and disappear for a few minutes.
Munching on more hors d'oeuvres.
Let's see what else there is around here.
Yeah.
You can see Mesron speaking very lightly with a kind of taller, very reserved blue dragonborn. Two other gentlemen slightly arguing about something. You see a familiar uniformed British officer speaking with someone, I think, at least Nikos of the three of you there had seen briefly in Vienna. Who, would you like to approach?
Wait, wasn't Swinton our guy, or am I just being...
Swinton's your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went...
Yeah, we recognize Swinton.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Swinton.
Oh, the way you said a British officer who
Yeah.
you
I was just being...
what if you would recognize
Yeah, I was
from
just
Vienna?
being
I was
coy
like,
about it. I mean, no, you guys all recognize Swinton. I'm talking about the female next to him, the satyr.
Yes.
I think Nikos and Hachu and Torn might be the only three that recognize her.
Well, we should go say hi to Swinton. I wonder why he's here.
Yeah.
As you guys walk past, I imagine Messeron and the Dragonborn are talking about barges.
Sorry, I was muted.
All good.
Damn it, I had like a whole thing that I was going through. Like I was like fucking right onto a bar. Damn it.
Damn.
Now, there's plenty of cases to be made for a V-bottom hull on something, but it's really not that good of a balance in comparison when you're just on the river.
Barges are plenty capable of crossing shallow and deep water, as long as you don't get too far away from the coast. I've made plenty enough trips with some of my barges, from Florida to Cuba.
Well, it's not too long of a trip, but with a barge, especially on the river, you could use that for utility as well. Like if you're going to, do any kind of maintenance on bridges or, transport other things domestically, it just makes too much sense.
Half of the floating bridges are mine.
Well, I don't believe that I caught your name earlier.
Ah,
I'm Alistair Reed, and you are...
Reed. Oh. I'm, Let me double check notes to make sure I get it right. You can call me May Harbor. Human applied name, unfortunately.
Yes, well, I can very much relate to that.
He'll shake your hand briefly as the three of you kind of slowly saunter or slither your way on past. You guys can overhear Swinton having a somewhat jovial, casual conversation with the satyr female. And he'll pause and look over. Ah, Father. Good seeing you again.
Ghost, why are you standing in the fountain?
I imagine he's comfortable in the water.
Because I forgot it was a fountain on the map and not just like...
Nikos just strides right through the middle of the fountain, casually drinking wine and eating an hors d'oeuvre.
Doesn't even notice.
You know what? Fuck it. I haven't actually been able to do it use that, so yeah, I do.
He's just standing on top of the water.
Jesus Christ.
He finally uses water walk. Oh my god.
I haven't had a chance to.
You could have. It says you can walk. You could have walked on the snow. You could have walked on all the snow in Norway.
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range.
We could have all walked on the snow.
I mean, I forgot about that part.
I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Nikos, you son of a bitch.
Oh, fuck. As you approach, Swinton's got kind of a enamored smile seeing Nikos just walk over the water and step down. It's a pleasure, Father, General.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
How have you been?
Staying busy thanks to your endeavors recently, and also with, I'll try not to do too much business here, as this is more so a casual meeting, but, the OSS is no longer on speaking terms with much of the SOE. As you can imagine, Captain Percy and, Major General Prospero have been rather hard to reach through the official channels. And it's, giving concern as to Lamplight's latest endeavors. They've gone rather silent after taking a trip to Sicily and northern Italy in the last couple months. But that's for a briefing when you should return.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine after some more time working with the U.S. branch, you may be returning to grace us with your presence and capabilities.
Perhaps, but we have some more work to do here.
I assumed as much. Regardless of that, we are making more friends. Your, Miss Emmeline Harper is very connected, and her assistance with particularly our branch of the OSS, as well as the U.S. Strategic Services, has been very rewarding as far as information goes. And with the Signal Company providing what they can in the ferries of the Southern Realm, things are coming together. The Atlantic is being more and more secure by the day. I understand you, had a little bit of a trip to Northern Europe, although I wasn't allowed to find out too much more.
If
You could
information
say that.
continues to flow, I'm sure you will find out more soon.
I understand, you were in the same regional area as Lieutenant Gygax, who, was observing some of the Golden Dawn, but we'll leave that where it is and likely have a debrief on that once you're back under our jurisdiction. Ah, Mr. Levencraft.
Sven, hey, long time no see. Your shoes untied.
You should have kept the beard. It was different.
I was not. No,
It looked real good on you.
no, it didn't.
You
It did not. It was
had
red.
a beard.
You were looking very Chinese.
Kobolds can grow beards.
No, I went into the maze.
So kobolds can grow wait, the maze?
No. There's a maze over there. And I ran into a rail baron and came out with a beard.
Huh.
I don't know.
I was informed not to go through the maze unless I had something to gain or lose, and as daunting as that seemed, I decided against it.
I wish I had received that bit of information.
Well, if it gives you a beard, if that's the worst of it, perhaps I'll take a chance at it and see how my old land navigation skills might fare.
Oh, right, and all matters of the plane. So I've grown quite fond of it. In the event that we should ever cease our obligations and operations, of which I'm not looking forward to if that ever comes. But in the event that may happen, I would like to advocate to purchase it.
You mean the albatross?
Yes.
To my understanding, that's already in the Levencroft name and estate. Ambrose approached us and purchased it for private. It's actually made it quite easier to, in the future, send you and some of our other field teams abroad.
Wait, Ambrose, wait. But if it wrecks now, it's on our time.
That is one of the unfortunates.
Damn it, Ambrose.
Torn's like, I want to buy it if it still exists when we're done.
So it's my plane?
To my understanding, it is in your name, yes.
I suppose that would be why they painted that caricature of you on the side.
I was under the
You know, that
impression
does
the
make sense.
orange kobold head was the mascot, or perhaps the new seal of your estate.
Yeah, no, we're still workshopping it. That was just kind of the pilot's idea.
Wonder why they would call themselves Bad Kobold, but it is interesting.
They what?
Is that not the name of your cover operation for private ownership of the plane?
Is that
It
what
does
they've
have a
been-
good ring to it.
Is that their radio call sign? Is that what they've been calling in as?
I wouldn't know. I haven't had you within our jurisdiction, but to my understanding, that's the official name of the company that owns it.
Torn's gonna just point up at Peter.
Did you know about this?
I don't even know how to work a radio. Why would I know?
He's gonna point at Nikos.
Did you know about this?
No.
Bad kobold. Really funny guys. Yeah, really funny.
Well, it's good to know you're in good spirits and you seem to be handling things rather well. And I will say, the hatches are buttoned down for the time being, so no need to worry and no need to rush. Although, first and third team aren't having quite the same success record. However, no losses or injuries, so nothing bad to report.
I'm glad to hear that. It is kind of a change of pace working for the Americans. Their methodology is quite different. While from a surface level, yours is severely underfunded yet incredibly professional. Theirs appears to be severely overfunded and an absolute mess.
That's a fairly good wrap-up of it, yes. However, the funding is slowly starting to mend itself on a more even spread across the various branches and efforts.
Did you get more than one guy for the Southern Hemisphere?
Yes, actually. Well, without relinquishing too much, as far as South America is concerned, and that part of the Southern Hemisphere, it's being relinquished to the Signal Corps of the Confederacy, who are going to be overseeing that, while we primarily focus on the European and Asian theater.
Yeah, that checks out. I can see that. You're a bit far away from the South anyways.
After your endeavor to the Falklands, we've realized how stretched we were in having these new cooperations, thanks to your efforts again. It's making things much easier to consolidate.
Hey, you didn't tell him about the U-boat, did you? I still want to try to get that someday.
Which U-boat?
You know what? Perhaps that's not a conversation for now.
If you're meaning the one under the ice, I believe it has already been recovered, although I wasn't made aware of where it went.
Excuse me?
The U-boat found under the ice.
It's been recovered.
Yes.
I hope.
The team that the American OSS sent after you to investigate the possible pyramid structure in the mountains. I'm fairly certain I sent you the dossier, or at least the information on that mission now that you had cleared the area. During their investigations, they had managed to find what looks like the remains of a very damaged U-boat, and some of it had surfaced. Quite a bit of effort was put into recovering, at least to my knowledge, most of the engine, although the Royal Navy made sure to scoop that up to investigate that.
Hey, Peter, you remember what was in that?
Was there something in a U-boat? In your report, you had sunken allegedly 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken, or at least 1.
Torrance just looking uneasy now.
Is something wrong with that U-boat being
was an
found?
Egg in there?
There's just another guy's egg in that boat.
The creatures that you encountered that the Schwabenland was transporting.
Yeah.
I suppose this is a working weekend then. As soon as the party is finished, we'll see about getting a memo back to England and forwarding that to the Falklands as soon as possible. I'm sure it's nothing, but we'll look into it and make sure.
This just in. Another guy spotted over London.
Oh no.
Torrance just like rubbing his arm now, like, shit.
It's supposed to work. I'll point a signal in.
I'll send a
tried to blow it
message
up.
out. I was made aware it was only the back corner and most of the engine was salvaged, so if there was an egg, as you say, I don't believe that was recovered or part of the submarine.
Let's hope not. All it takes is one grabby engineer. Oh, look, a pretty egg. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna take it home and show it to the wife. Oh no, it's killing us.
I would hope the profession is a bit higher than that, but yeah, I'll follow up on that and see. No, in fact, I'm going to see to that now. Ma'am, if you'll excuse me. Yeah,
Oh, sorry
sure.
about that, Swinton.
No, it's important, and work is work. It is our duty, after all. And he'll put his cap back on his head, take a sip of his drink, and give kind of a nod to all of you, and nod to Miss Dontrell, and then start casually walking his way, and making his way
He
down
turns
the
the
path.
corner, like making sure no one's watching, and then starts sprinting.
Hachu, perception check.
Do you think...
Ed?
I forgot what I was going to say, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Do you think he would be glad to know that while he's off doing his duty, the pilots he lent us are off getting turned while betting at the horse races?
You know, I think I just put enough on his plate. He doesn't need to know anymore. I already feel bad enough. I ruined his weekend.
Hachu, we need that perception check. I need to know.
Hachu, perception. You good, bud? Ah, there you go. You see Swinton, of all people, the familiar British officer, walk away from the group of them talking to the little satyr, rounding the corner, not really noticing you as he's continuing to walk, slowly starts to increase his pace, and then you'll see him reach up into his uniform blouse, take something out into his hand, kind of unfolds it, speaks into it, folds it back up, and holds onto it as you see a dimension door open, and he dips out through dimension door.
Alright, bloody hell, mates, who took the egg?
Damn asshole stealing my moves. Who do you think he is?
Alexander, we're gonna pan over real quick. You wake up laying back on one of the sofas towards the top right of the map in the manor in one of the smoking rooms in front of the fireplace. Dressed real nice and snazzy, but taking a nice little Morty nap, a nice little goat nap on the couch.
Oh, so I wasn't at the library. Okay.
That would be the library room. You eventually slip the books back up in the shelf, and you're just kind of cozy and laying back and hanging out. Where would you like to go? To your understanding, there's some music going on outside. There's a couple groups of people and ghosts standing around.
Since the last 2 times there's been a party here, I seem to have avoided everyone, so I'm actually going to join the rest of the party and be present for once.
Alrighty. Yeah, you'll be able to make your way out and start walking your way through the foyer and down the steps to the front. So if you want to take and move yourself.
Actually, it's pronounced foyer.
Foyer.
I will
The
move myself
foyer.
here in a second. I have greasy taco hands.
Ooh, taco hands.
Tacos.
Back to you for now standing around the satyr who kind of darker tint around her eyes, hat a little bit higher up on her head than usual. Just kind of looking to all of you, hands on her hips. Not really saying much.
Sorry about that, ma'am.
It's no problem. Was possibly gonna broker a future deal, but I suppose it wouldn't have worked anyway, considering all of you managed to piss him off enough to get him exiled to Cuba, so...
Yeah, that wasn't us.
Yeah, you worded it a bit different.
Oh, he just kind of had an identity crisis, and it started coming apart, and it became unpredictable, and some people decided things, and
He might have a bit of a biased perspective.
Oh, you mean he doesn't like kobolds?
I think it extends beyond that a little bit, maybe.
It's mostly kobolds.
Oh, is it?
Almost primarily. He doesn't like the
Ah.
rest of you, but it's mostly kobolds.
I might have started that one.
Regardless, it's good seeing some of you again. I can't imagine you're gonna give another science-y speech with all the smart types next year, perhaps?
I mean, if I'm re-invited,
Oh, believe me, you were the talk of the... No one shut up about you. At least until things were stolen.
so what does that have to do with my speech?
I heard about that. The staff of Prospero, right?
The staff of Prospero, among a few other items, and some sort of cleaning rifle of some sort was stolen, but I'm not too concerned with it.
Look, I was too busy getting my ass kicked in the hall to steal anything. Did you hear about Niccolo?
You were the kobold.
Yeah,
That
a little
makes
bit.
sense.
Wait, how does that make sense?
For a while, I thought it was that Italian prick who was getting beat up. That
I
makes a lot
wish.
more sense that it was you.
How?
Oh, you have a punchable face?
What? That's. I do not have. Nikos, do I have a punchable face?
The beard
I
helped.
don't think so.
Yeah, see? I don't have a punchable face. If anything, he has a punchable face. Not Nikos, that's Craven.
Leroy said otherwise, but
Well,
I
alright.
wouldn't say he has a punchable face, more that he has a punchable personality.
Alright, I can
Richard from the
try.
distance agreeing.
I know we're not supposed to do too much business here, and while I was entertaining the idea of one, if you should ever need some custom arms, munitions, weapons, things of that sort, I am, once again, in the market, pending I can get some of my factories back.
Could I get your card, actually?
I don't do cards.
Ma'am, I believe I learned your name once before, however, it is now slipping my mind.
Eh. I suppose I would say go through Miss Harper if you need me, but as she seems to be stretched a little bit thinner, what would you... Are you in the market for weapons?
I very well could be at the moment, no. However, I'm anticipating a future where I might.
Once you are, track down through the appropriate channels and you'll be able to find me.
Will do, ma'am. Thank you.
Gives a nice little kind of snaggletooth smile.
Torn is carrying a customized Browning automatic rifle. So
Oh, she's been eyeballing it a little bit. Well, the hours are getting late, and I need another drink, so I will bid you all adieu. Hopefully your two Dragonborn over there don't start making out.
I was talking about boats. It'll be fine.
And she'll turn and start walking her away with a nice kind of satyr saunter, just walking through the grass. And she'll flag down one of the butlers, and she'll take a bottle and a glass off of it, and then continue walking, and it's gonna make her way eventually. You'll see her wind around, go through the open doors and inside.
Well, she's nice.
Is that Leroy's ex-girlfriend?
No. Ex-girl, really?
That's what I thought the relationship was. He wasn't very open about it.
Well, he wasn't very open about anything, so, you know.
Man would keep the color of grass close to his chest.
hey, Alex, where you been?
Guys.
What?
The couches in the library are the most comfortable things I've ever discovered in my entire life. Like, I've been up there for like maybe 20, 30 minutes. And I felt like I've been asleep for like 8 hours.
You do like you sleep.
Ah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
just
as a
long rest.
wizard.
Oh, nothing I
Anyway,
can
can I
vouch
miss
for.
anything?
Just some
Swinton was here.
conversations. You missed Thorn. He had a beard briefly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went into the maze. I think there's inherent magical properties. Don't try to go through the walls.
That maze? I mean, the one that has that ominous, like, French horn music to it?
Yeah, that one.
Shining reference.
Never really been one for mazes. I always just get frustrated and just burn my way out.
I don't know if that one would take the fire very well.
I'd rather not find out.
I'm just gonna wander off and look for more of those little sandwiches and someone with like a champagne glass or something.
Let me send a quick DM here.
Oh, Atu, your lawyer's here.
Well. Yeah, well, last time we talked to him, we did tell him that the Catholic Church told me to kill my dad. So I'm not ready to jump into that again.
Well, we talked with him at the Fae thing.
Did
Yeah,
I talk to him? I don't think I talked like what.
You definitely drank with him. I don't know if there was much talking.
Saul Goodman, right?
All of you give me a perception check, except for Alexander, who was not part of the party at that time, if I'm not mistaken.
12.
It was almost 20. I saw that.
Well, then I'm gonna roll a history. Deal with it.
You know what?
Yeah, so was this old guy. So,
All of you rolled high enough. Peter, your memory's a little foggy, but all four of you being able to see just over this about 4-foot tall hedge, you do recognize the spirit of justice sitting there across the table on a little bench chair. The Radian lawyer, the commie sitting there, who seems to be writing something down with a slightly glowing pen while looking up and down between her and the note, giving a little bit of that, like, almost lower lip bite look. He seems pretty excited, or at least happy about whatever he's writing down. However, standing just behind him over his shoulder in a very kind of guard-like stance, it's kind of shocking, the similarities in shoulder width and stance and kind of presence of Roxana.
Alexander, give me a dex check real quick.
Save or just check?
Because I'm stopping like mid-stride completely still. So if you're, following behind me, to not crash into me.
Well, I'm gonna crash into you like friggin' that one song. Dave Matthews Band reference.
You can't make Dave
Yeah,
Matthews
caught that.
fucking...
Who makes those?
Nobody makes Dave Matthews references.
VTech
You're not
does
real.
all the time.
He's not real either. Alright, so the dex check, that's oof.
Crash into me.
Yeah, you're slamming into the back of me.
Yeah, Alexander, you're pretty much bowled over. The two gentlemen take like a half step back, like, oh, as Nikos just bumbles into you.
No, he bumbles into me because I've just stopped moving completely.
So I crash
Oh.
into him,
Walking
goes
this way.
sideways into these guys,
Mhm.
and then crash into the bushes for comedic effect. By
That's not bushes. That's pond. I think.
That's a pond, yeah.
This is bushes. So this is pond.
It's a little lily pond.
I guess I'm in the pond now.
You and this guy fall into the pond. He's
Oh,
sitting
no.
in it, and you're all
Not
wet.
with the
He's just
fancy
like,
suit.
"Oh." He looks over to you, the other gentleman. Ah, sailor, aren't you? All wet. Come here, you fucking. He starts offering a hand to help his buddy back out of the water. They're kind of laughing about it. You can tell they're a little tipsy. They both look over towards you, Nikos, who he bounced off of. And then they look to Alexander.
I don't notice them looking at me.
One of them will step forward, puts a boot up on the corner, offers you a hand, Alexander, to help you out of the water. Almost kind of picks you up out of it and sets you down.
I'll thank him, and then as he walks away, I'm gonna shake myself out like a dog.
Yeah, water splashes everywhere. Torin, you get a little wet. Peter, you feel some droplets hit you. Nikos, eh.
I would imitate the sound, but I literally just got done with the vertigo attack. I don't want to.
Yeah, don't do
start
that.
a
Yeah,
fucking
don't do
sound.
it. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's unexpected.
Seriously, who the hell puts a pond there?
Hey,
How's it that every time I come here, I'm always soaked in something?
didn't she die?
Yes.
No. Well, sort of.
Well, Nikos, do you want to say hi?
Well, look who's unfortunately not dead.
Justice will turn her head, looks over, gives kind of a pleasant smile seeing all of you, and is about to wave and say hi until a hoplite spear raises up in both hands and a very defensive, concerned look as she takes a half step back. The Radian stops writing and looks over. Huh?
She raises a spear and Torin pulls the gun out and aims it at her.
I'm pushing his gun down.
Well, she did it first.
Oh, hey, nobody needs to... What's with the guns? What's with the guns?
She
Wait,
pointed
we
a spear.
blasting people?
He's gonna
No.
hold up
I'd
one
rather
of
you
his fingers
didn't.
on fire.
This is my guard. What? You have... This is my guard. I'm glad you're so protective of me. I was speaking with the, fine spirit of justice here and seeing about making a potential deal thread.
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't know you pulled your guards right from the Seventh Circle of Hell.
Oh, no. Typhon, actually.
Yeah, that's a bit of a conflict of interest.
I'm aware.
I don't see how. I'm assuming you have some sort of history, then.
You could say that.
A little bit.
We do.
A lot of it.
Hey, son.
Well, I'm glad you're working for him rather than good old uncle now.
He's, You really did good. Glad to see you're still alive. I heard about what you did, Levencroft. I thank you.
You shouldn't have. Where'd you hear that?
Looks over towards the Radian. Eugen, who looks to her, then back to you. Spells of that power aren't unnoticed.
What's the matter, Uncle pawning you out now since you can't do one job?
Oh, more like he's going bankrupt. The Telshines rebelled against him, and needing any bit of influence he could, he allowed all those under his control to just fall into nowhere. And rather than let some dirty fae get a hold of her, or some kami that would use her great experience for some nefarious deed, much like Typhon did, I brought her under my, protection. And you'll see him raise 2 fingers up, and salivate just a little as you see a very kind of free-floating greenish thread come from her left hand and leading to his palm, and then slowly kind of fades away.
How kind.
Well, it's better than floating around aimlessly or getting eaten, wouldn't you say? After all, a tainted soul that's already, well, been used in a very one-sided deal can't exactly go to rest. In fact, it's not allowed to.
I don't know. Floating around doesn't seem too bad to me.
Oh, it does when any manner of beastie and terrible being could get a hold of it, especially with her capability. So, I'm employing her to protect me. In return, she's not gobbled up by any manner of being. Speaking of manner of beings, one more moment, Justice. I do believe the devil that is after you, in fact, make that 4 devils now, may have signed a sort of, how you'd call it, a cooperation pact. They're rather interested in your Yuan-Ti fellow.
Just stop hiding.
Oh, is he here?
Wait, 4?
Yes.
There was Couch, there was Train. Who were the other 2? Or am I forgetting someone?
One who fancies himself a bird, and another one who seems rather influenced by, I think it was boats. He's a boat aficionado, something pertaining to ships that continue to run when all the crew die at the same time, or something. Very golden, very annoying. He floats around, and what was his name?
Hachi's got every devil of transportation after him now.
I think his daughter goes by, is it Lafayette? It might be Lafayette. It's the daughter or granddaughter of the Lafayette pirate fellow who went around the Caribbean and Gulf of America raiding and pillaging and stealing gold. Some such with the Golden Circle and the Confederacy or something.
What's the whole point of the gimmicks? I mean, you got like a train guy and a boat guy. And
Devils like having a gimmick, whether it's a train or the birds or boats, gold.
Do we have like a devil of toboggans or roller skates after us or something? This is getting on that.
Likely there is a devil of toboggans.
You know what my boss was? He was just a really angry, fat guy behind a desk who yelled at everyone. That was literally my boss. I don't understand where all these goofy, like, one-off shenanigan gimmicks like they're professional wrestlers come out of nowhere. Like, oh, I'm a theme for this. I'm a theme for that. I like trains. I like boats. I like flying around like a complete moron. I might as well be a plane demon.
As a former inheritor, and what would you be? Let me guess, if I had to say without actually using any magic. You likely came from the 6th ring, didn't you? You're a heresy demon, aren't you? Or at least worked for the heresy demon. What is it? I believe it's Kimaris as the Marquis of Dis in the city of Dis at the moment, but I may be mistaken.
Heresy demon.
pretty sure he's gallivanting around southern Saudi Arabia. Something involving cataphracts or some such.
You know, that would make sense.
And you see him start to smile a little bit wider. One of his big old mousy ears kind of twitch a bit as you see him starting to actually look at that magic, and starts twirling two of his fingers slowly as a slightly reddish and gray thread starts to manifest from your chest, Alexander. And then quickly, as it starts to illuminate more, gets about 2 feet out before, as it expands, it starts to fray and thread apart, and then comes to a end just like a rope that got sliced very crudely. It is just frayed and comes to a dead end. Oh, I see. You're no longer bound.
I thought we established that last time we talked.
Last time it was still bound. What have you done?
What have you done?
Yeah.
He ate meat.
He improperly
That's
filed a
about the
report.
only thing he's done differently.
I mean, I did leave without leaving the proper, resignation letter or anything, I guess. But other than that, I can't think of anything.
Did you
Maybe it was
enter
just
the
his
Fey realm?
Extended time being with you.
You met us there.
At the carnival, but to my understanding, you were gallivanting around the rest of the Fey, correct?
Yeah.
You didn't happen to encounter anything involving the summer, did you?
I thought we dealt with something of like autumn or something like that, but I don't remember summer. Or were we in the summer realm?
No. We were in the autumn realm, and the summer realm was invading, and they were trying to like genocide elves or something.
Oh, hey. Justice, you'll have to excuse me. He stands up from his chair, all 3 of his tails starting to flur a little as he twists his fingers, and everybody's threads starts to show. Nikos, your very staunch, very dense thread starts to manifest. Peter, your yellowish thread starts to emanate. Torn, your fucking straight up towards the air one that is actually much larger than it was last time. Alexander's, yours comes to a very frayed and destroyed end.
This is uncanny. I hate it when you do this.
These are your bonds, these are your deals, but what did you do while involved with the summer?
I mean, I blew up a tree.
No. This goes beyond the
Commander
honor.
Nike and send him back with my lighters and my word.
You fought the Kieran soldiers.
Yeah, kinda.
Mr. Alexander, if you should ever perhaps need some protection or a deal, simply say my name 3 times. I am Eugen Yamai. Say it 3 times, and I will be happy to sign a new deal with you.
I think we've established this like 3 or 4 times now, and my stance is still like.
Before this, you were bound to the city of Dis and Hell, but now, you're free game for any devil or other deity.
Why would they cut him off just because of his interference in the Fae?
Well, I imagine Kamaris, if you are from the heresy level, he's rather possessive of his spawn, and when they leave, I imagine he probably didn't take that lightly.
I mean, to be fair, nobody really stopped me either. You think there'd be a little bit more safeguards in place to keep people from leaving. It was literally just a door. Like, literally, I was shocked at the fact it was so easy. I thought it was a dream, and next thing you know, I was working in a friggin' arms factory somewhere in the, I don't know what the country was anymore, Austria or something.
I may have spent a little too much time away from you all.
Well, you're still on retainer for Buddy Hachi back there, who's afraid to talk to you right now, so.
Well, if you should need me, you know how to gain me. And I'm more than happy. In fact, you might see me drop in time to time.
Feel free to,
How's the soul collecting going, by the way, for Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, he's not doing it.
I imagine Couch and Train and the others won't be too happy to hear that.
Well, I'm sure they know. I mean, I'm trying to convince him to do it, you know, some of the lesser individuals that we run into, but our father is solely against it, and it's sort of a tension point.
It was a very nice, wide, smug smile. Well, do take care of yourselves. I need to finish writing up this deal to find a new follower and help Miss Justice here.
Oh,
By the
good luck.
way, if you should ever wish to speak with poor Miss Roxanne here again, I'm sure she wouldn't mind reconnecting at some point, wouldn't you? She gives a very hesitant but kind of open look towards Nikos.
I wouldn't mind that.
She'll give a small nod and then look down to Eugen, nod to him. Whenever you call upon me, I'll be sure to bring her along then. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to get back to writing up this first draft before I need to review it more times than I can count. You'll sit back down in the chair, unfurl the paper, and starts writing on it again with a slightly glowing quill tip.
Torrance has been hiding his gun behind his back for the past couple minutes.
She's standing there very not reluctant, but she looks very remorseful, like just emotionally hurt. Not saying anything or reacting, but just looking towards Nikos.
You know, you at least could have let us pitch into the fight, you know.
And he's gonna turn and walk away.
Well, it was exactly her restraining you guys.
I'm kind of worried that my boss might be looking for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did cut you off, so maybe he's not.
Tell him he has to get in line.
There will be
Explicitly, tell if he comes for you, tell him he has to wait behind the god of cowards, her Hermanworth.
And the four devils
And that
after
he has to file the 2-week notice.
and apparently the four devils after Hachi trains planes and automobiles over here.
I don't even know how the hell I'm even a target for any of that, because, like, see, this is why I wanted to stay at my office job.
Yeah, well, we don't always get what we want.
I was safe and secure in my little bunker with my little itty-bitty office, which I was content with nice warm coffee that didn't taste like it came from a literal bag of shit.
Yeah, well, then your boss turned it into a supernova and things changed. So you're at least having more fun now, right?
You know, if you want better coffee, you could just order it. We have like an unlimited budget.
What the hell is this shit that you guys have now?
Only the pilots drink it.
Why? It tastes like turpentine.
And they're British.
They're English?
There's a hesitant want to like raise both arms, but ends up extending just one arm out and kind of going for a sort of awkward handshake at first. Nikos.
I'll go for a hug.
She'll pause for a moment. There's a little bit of a tail flick from Eugen, and she starts to slump her shoulders a bit, and will wrap you in a proper Greek, just breastplated hug.
They make a thunk when their breastplates touch.
Yeah.
Tink.
Tink.
Yeah, it's a very nice hug. Give me Arcana, Nikos.
You got it. There we go, if I can find it.
Hey. Doesn't seem to be any evil or bad or Typhon type magic around her anymore. If anything, it has the slight kind of tinge and feeling of Kami and Oni demons, but it seems she's pretty much entirely got Eugen's kind of power and essence and presence about her now. Doesn't seem to be anything else to it. And she'll just hold you in a good hug for a while. And then eventually starts to release and takes like a half step back. Yeah, I'm not just glad you're still alive. The world is going to be glad, and Typhon is going to be very, very angry that you're still alive.
Oh, I'm sure.
But, if it helps, the Telshines, in fact, went against him.
Why?
It'd seem a stronger presence than Typhon is making themselves known in the oceans and the deep, and stole his armies. I don't know who or what their new goal is, but it's more tactical, it's more thought out, and it's much more dangerous.
Lovely.
Not that Typhon isn't still a threat, but keep a pair of eyes over your shoulder.
I will.
I think the only thing he has left now to achieve is revenge. Be safe.
I'll try. It's good that you're freed from him as well.
Well, kind of have you to thank for that. And, I have that Kami to thank for, catching me before I fell into something else's control. Despite walking out of the ocean, Peter, he's from space, and not space. He might exist in the ocean, but the ocean is not his abode. Good theory, though. Pissed off, you killed my daughter!
He came from the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Space!
Space!
Actually, it has been corrupted by capitalism. You killed his daughter. He doesn't get unlimited respawns anymore. You've broke the natural fabric of non-reality.
Oops.
He'll step back and goes to planting the spear into the soil, and she looks a lot less tense, a little more aloof. Her scars are not nearly as present. Her eyes don't look nearly as tired as they did when you guys encountered each other in those caverns. She seems a little bit lighter. Eugen will pause for a moment and look up.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Well, as soon as I can, and I'm sure it'll be safe, I'll see about getting her to a better master that will allow her a little more control. But until I can ensure, or previous bosses and others won't try to sever the cord, I'll keep her close by and safe.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, you and, Father Troikov, if you should see my wife anytime soon, tell her that she needs to ring me up. A couple threads have been yanked on that I'd like to look into.
We noticed she's somewhere in the house.
Oh, she's here.
That's what I came to tell you.
Oh, good. I'll see if I can find her then. Some of the bonds that she signed are a little frayed and weakening.
Yeah, we noticed. She got, burned, I guess is still the best way to say it, by the Anglicans.
How so?
Well, they wanted her dead.
They came to kill her in Norway.
Did they hurt her?
No.
Well, we got her out of there. I almost ran him over with a truck. Didn't get to us, kind of bummed.
Oh. Well, is she okay?
A little bit depressed about the whole thing.
I'll definitely have to find her then and speak to her. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Article 86, Section 3, Subsection 23. He goes back to writing some more on it. Justice slowly starting to tap the side of her head, looking a little bit more impatient.
Some party.
Messeron, have you gallivanted away, or will you walk back over to the party and entertain that later?
No, he's gone.
He's gone? Alright.
They've been gone.
They've been gone. Alright, yeah.
So should we be concerned that the spirit of justice is making a deal?
Isn't that like what she does?
Well, she's been pretty desperate as of late. I mean, you saw her last, patron.
Yeah.
Roll me history really quick, Torn.
7.
No, wasn't that freedom, not justice?
Yeah,
You'll
no, that...
recall Independence has the samurai known as Musashi,
Okay.
who's somewhere in the county, last you heard. However, Justice has been looking for a new ranger.
Well, if independence is lacking, then justice is probably not very far behind, so, you know.
Also, again, he's probably not a samurai anymore. He's probably, like, something else now.
He is very independent.
At the same time, he's not really, because if he was truly independent, then he would forge his own way instead of taking on the characteristics of whatever last thing he saw at the theater.
In its own way, that is independent. I mean, yeah, yes, of course, but he's not consigning himself to any given role.
Still, I would expect independence to be more of an independent thinker.
You would think that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You would think that.
there are not any kobolds at this party.
I suppose if you're using ghosts to serve food, you don't need kobolds. And the pink gang isn't here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're dumb, I like looking at them.
Are noticing more and more people are slowly starting to filter inside as it gets a little bit later, and more of the crickets and stuff are starting to chirp, and it's getting a little bit cooler and more brisk.
Well, with that, I had a slew of interesting conversations. I grew a beard. I might retire for the evening.
I think we
I
might
kind of
still
want to see if
have
there's a dessert
dinner.
tray. I've got a sweet tooth right now.
I would like the 5 of you to roll me perception.
16.
We're skipping.
Damn.
Hachu, come on, we need your 2800 perception.
It's gonna be a 26.
What do your snake eyes see?
Snake eyes.
He moved. I know he's
We
here.
got
I saw
him.
move. I saw him move. He's here. 20.
Damn. Okay.
Damn, that 5, 20, 20.
Triple 20s. As you
I saw that coming.
5 are walking your way up the path. Alexander, you don't quite notice, probably because small and in the middle and thinking about other things. However, the other 4 of you, looking up ahead, you do see a familiar set of ears attached to a fuzzy head, attached to a small bipedal rabbit-like body, walking with one other. It kind of looks like a lower to mid-ranking U.S. officer, Army officer, who's kind of also enjoying. And Rich, you do catch eyes on the party making their way up the path. Kind of hard to miss them considering their sizes. You, having just returned from D.C., being deposited back here after many days of bureaucracy and paperwork and DMV-esque existence.
He has a haunted look on his face. And you know, despite everything, there are in fact hairs entirely out of place.
Oh dear, he looks.
No,
You're actually
turns,
lucky I
you
love
know,
those processes.
bags under his eyes and everything, just about down to the sides of the cheeks, like just it's like jet lagged from hell.
Alexander running up. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, did you sign a form 4421-34B?
I
I've always
designed
wanted
that
to-
form.
Immediately, like foot to head.
I got it. I'll
You know what
post
the
it in
saddest thing
gaming
is?
news.
Alex probably did write half those forms. He literally
God.
continues torturing people even on Earth.
Bastard.
Peter, smite him. Smite him now.
There you go. In-game images.
How much
there you go.
HP do you
That's-
have, Alexander?
I'm squishy.
How much HP?
50.
All right, 50 points of lay on hands. Let's go.
Oh my god.
No, I kid. That would be the funniest way to kill a tiefling, though.
I would.
Lay on hands. Ah!
Just give him a big bear hug and he explodes in your arms.
Oh god. Hellish Reveal. That's like almost all of Peter's health.
Almost, but not entirely. I win.
That's 61
48 plus
points.
13.
That's 61 points. How much health do
Oh
you
no,
got,
that
Peter?
gets me. That gets me.
Yeah.
Ah, see, you traded. It's fine.
Yeah. As you guys walk up
it's
the
okay.
path,
What the life of one bureaucrat is worth it.
as you guys walk up the path, you do see Rich. He seems tired and a bit disheveled, but kind of happy to see you all. You do also notice Messeron seems to have disappeared at some point in time. A few of you did see him talking with a blue dragonborn at one point, and don't really know where he went to. As we'll pause today's session there, and next session we will pick up the following morning with you guys doing a nice big old breakfast, having a nice recap, and figuring out
sodomy.
where you want to go and what you want to do next.
Have you ever noticed that we haven't ever seen Rich and Messeron in the same room?
It's weird, right?
Wild.
Rich stuffing a belt with the bat logo into his back and everything.
Do 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 do. Catch you guys next week.
Cut to Messeron like licking his hand and slicking back the bunny ears.
That would
No.
actually
He's
be
got
hilarious.
cones. It's like like trying to get the hairpin correct again. Just like stuck ears into it.
That's what's in the horn.
The albatross.